Twitch, and hopefully that should be us absolute live. Hi, you have no idea the shit I had to get us through to get into this stage right now. How are you all doing? I'm Dick Naylor.
He cried. He bled.
Yes, I have bled. We all well. I laughed. They laughed. I cried. What is happening is we are unfortunately without a couple of players tonight, and one of them happens to be our Twitch moderator.
So he is the CTO of the company, I'll have you know. He's our Chief Technical Officer.
Very much the CTO of our company, which means he runs everything important. Now, I'm going to have to check a couple of other things on here while we're doing this, because screen sharing is a thing.
You see, before you go any further, everyone look at Rachel's screen and notice that she has not moved. That's because her laptop has just crashed.
Yeah, not only that, Rachel is... I can't actually see Rachel on that, and they'll be seeing, because it's sharing through my screens, it's just two little blue squares moving in a square.
That's good. She will be back momentarily.
Yes, good. So, anyway.
I'll be on.
Hi. Welcome to Tuesday's D&D with D&D, Dick's Dungeons and Dragons with the world of Felorium. Oh!
Yeah, baby.
The pain to get to this stage, ladies and gentlemen.
To get to this stage is unbelievable. And I'm not even sure this is going to work because I'm sharing another screen off screen and it's coming out as stream paused, fortunately, because I'm sharing my screen.
I hope your computer's up to doing all that. But anyway, let's find out.
It's certainly no, my computer's up to doing it. It's just whether or not I'm going to be able to. Everyone's going to be able to see the map because it is screen sharing on me. Which is an issue. However, we're here. We made it. I will not be watching the stream because I am too busy. Got everything else running up and running at the same time, trying to do 250 things at a time. Try something now. Yep, that didn't work. So there is no point in doing that. We're doing this, Theatre of the Mind, motherfuckers. As I stop sharing the stream. We're back.
Look, faces are better anyway.
Faces are better anyway. So, I'll be able to see everybody here. So, as everybody knows, I am Working Class Hero MDM Dick Naylor. I am the one who's running these reprobates through our homebrew campaign and just been absolutely knackered and burned out at this point. To my left, I'm going to point this way because I want to go think that might actually be everybody seeing. No, we'll go this way because it's Discord, isn't it? To my left, we have the person who is playing Sir Janice de Grande, our good friend David. David, who's your character?
Well, as you may have mentioned just there, his name is Sir Janice de Grande. He is the greatest bard in the world. And he's very happy to be not getting punched in the face anymore, and that is all that I will say.
Remains to be seen. And you're absolutely right there. And then to my left, I think if we're going this, because again, we have the wonderful Jim Piper. Jim Piper. You tell me about your character. How are you doing, Jim?
How am I doing? I'm doing very well. How are you doing, eh?
Oh, I'm
doing good. I hope you said good, thank you. I am playing the human ranger called Ronan.
You're playing the human ranger Ronan. Excellent. We discovered a lot about Ronan over the past.
Yes, we did.
Hello,
and we also, and we might as well introduce her while she's here because we have a wild Sally who's right at the bottom of all these screens. Sally, who are you and what's your character?
Means I'm now allowed to watch this stream because it meets my criteria for watching streams.
Nice.
Indeed.
Or you can't watch it.
Sally, who are you and what are you doing? What's your character's name while we're in?
Hello, I'm Sally and I play Daphne. Hello, I'm Sally and I play Daphne. She's a fallen Asmir paladin and she has the coolest armor ever.
Amazing. Yes, she does. It's took me a long time to make that, I'll tell you.
Made it especially for me.
This is true. I do love that when a plan comes together. I made it specifically for you because you know you're the special one in the group, my dear. I put that as nice as I can put that. From there, we will go on to my bottom right or left, depending on how you're looking at this, who I will be pointing at the other ginger of the group, who happens to be our good DM from Monday, Lee. Lee, who are you and who do you play?
Well, I play Ralph, a total cleric, who is trying his best not to kill Melvin, because he's a real son-bitch.
But the cleric of the group, I'm trying desperately to keep these people alive, however, they just keep rushing headlong into the jaws of death. They run ass first into every problem, They test their sword sharpness by eating them. They truly are the hardest people to keep on. It's like a group of lemmings, basically. So
I will not have you insulting lemmings like that.
they have got better survival instincts than these people. However, I'm very excited about what's going to happen tonight because the last I heard, I'm pretty sure a big ape's ass is going to explode at us, and we're all standing right beside it.
You put it so well. Yes, that
I had
is
nightmares
true.
about the tentacles shooting out of its ass last week, to be honest. So
again, this is true. Yeah, so we are at this point of the game. However, we have still got a couple of players right below me as the eye candy of the group.
oh wait, so this way, not your screen.
Yep, for all you ladies out there who have got the young face of Rach. Rach, how you doing? I'm joking. Leon, who are you and who do you play? And give us an interesting thing about your character.
I am Leon, and my gradual decline will hopefully inevitably have where I don't have that title anymore, but we'll soon get there. I am Leon. I test the boundaries of the DM to see what they'll let me do, and I play Gaz, the anxiety-filled warlock human with a heart of gold, trying his best to do his best and not have an anxiety attack 24/7.
That is just you all over. That's just you in general.
A head full of dreams and following the whims of a disembodied voice, which is clearly evil.
This is true. You think. You don't really know.
Ralph can't give anything. I don't know. Lee thinks it's evil because it speaks with a kind of vaguely kind of creepy voice.
It's either Eldritch power or just insane. Just be insane.
This could also be a thing.
I hope it turns out it's all in Gazzy's head and just it's not even speaking to anyone.
Wouldn't that be something? Takes notes. From there, we will go on to the last but not obviously the least, even though she is a Markham. We have the lovely Rach. Rach, who are you and what character are you playing this evening?
Hi, I play Nyla, the human monk, and my computer just crashed.
Lovely.
And I reset it, and also have no idea what's happening because I also put myself on mute.
That happens all the time. Don't worry about that.
Which is normal for me.
To be fair, Homebrew Dungeons is just effectively what's going on, what is that, where are you?
Yeah, exactly.
In the last 2 weeks, I think we've accomplished walking across a big branch and then fighting some animals.
Yes.
We've
also
walked across a tree and fought monkeys.
We did argue for a long time about moving up slightly.
Yes, we did.
That was a game, yeah.
How would that take? 6 hours? D&D, my friends, D&D.
Yes,
we did also get Jim's backstory, which was actually quite entertaining. But when it comes down to what we actually accomplished,
Scott fell asleep.
That was funny. That is a clip of that. Please go back and watch it. He just genuinely, completely falls asleep, and we don't know.
Yes, and unfortunately,
it's great.
We didn't clip it.
Yes, we did. It's on
YouTube.
It's not just on YouTube. It is on the Twitch as well.
Amazing.
It's 20 seconds. The Twitch. The Twitch channel is what I meant to say there.
It was.
Thank you for pointing at my failures, Rachel.
Very something.
You're welcome.
That is quite amazing. That's good to know. So,
see, for her cheek, we're gonna clip her burping very loudly yesterday.
I burped very loud as well, but I don't give. I don't care.
It was on stream, though.
It was on stream.
It was on stream. Oh dear.
I know.
Do you remember the timestamp? We should have timestamped that, to be fair, shouldn't we?
It was right near the beginning of the episode. I can find it very easily.
It really was as well, actually.
Yeah, it won't take long to find it.
He has memorised the exact moment. He can tell you.
It was pointed in my memory because we were chatting, and then I heard like this. I was like, what the fuck was that? And then just seen Rachel be like, oh, we're on stream.
I know. She doesn't give a fuck. She's much worse when we're not live. Trust me. She's worse than a guy. She really is.
I'm disgusting.
No, you're not.
Don't you dare, Rachel.
Yeah, don't you dare do
but
that.
It's a natural human bodily hilarious function.
Exactly.
We still have do we still have to introduce one more player?
Nope. Because we've got Sally. Sally, we skipped to Sally early, so.
Cool.
I think you meant Melbourne.
Cool. Okay.
I
So,
thought you were like, because Scott wasn't here.
Oh, right. We'll give us a minute.
This is straight to our viewer.
We've only got one.
Well, we've got 11, but I'm assuming we're 7 of them. And my missus she lurks by putting it on her phone, and now my son also puts it on his tablet and just sits that down and goes away and does something else.
I too.
So that leaves one. That leaves Mr. Purple.
One viewer. Oh wow.
I too have.
Is that Mary?
Well, actually, Mary and Mr. Purple are in. So
yeah.
But she's Logan.
So I too. I don't know what I was going to say.
Anyway, broken Richard. The stress of getting or something has broken his mind.
I've been stressed since
I've come to talk to you again.
Yeah, I'll get us kicked off Twitch. Stop it.
Yeah, I've been stressed since. Yeah, and I think this is the one that's broke the camel's back. To be fair, so as we take the deep dive back into the world of Florium, does anyone remember where we left off last week and how we got there?
Yeah, we walked across a branch, we fought some monkeys.
Excellent.
Also, Jim lost his sweet lady love and was attacked by something, and I did offer to contact something and be like, hey, come and fight us. And the DM was like, no.
Yeah, he's all heart, right?
And we found out his love was from the family, or something.
The note that we've definitely made is important. They're very important family amongst the Ocean of Iron.
I have made it. I just don't know where it is.
No,
listen.
Melon staff.
Yeah, that one.
Melon staff.
So, I don't know how this is going to look to you guys. I'll be honest with you.
See, mate.
The stream has absolutely ruined me. So, from here, we have left off, and we are at the top of the round. As said before, we did a thing. We were actually going out our way and finding out what was going to happen to this gorilla. So, like I say, once the gorilla fell in the heat of battle, it was all of a sudden, it started to swell slightly, just doing its thing. Started to swell, the tentacles started to writhe again, and then all of a sudden, can't hear that. It was a fart noise. That's better.
Okay.
Up the mic. Yeah, that's
Sally.
It dies.
It dies?
It dies.
It's a big damn squid.
Yep.
Alright.
Sorry.
We paused to save on resources. I didn't want to pause. I want to keep showing it. Stop doing that. So everyone can see. So I can't leave here. Alright. It's just not happening. So, we move on to Melgrim, who is... Let's not move on to Melgrim. Let's move on to Daphne. Daphne! What are you doing, my dear?
Running away and hiding. No. I don't know. I don't have much to do.
I'm assuming the other monkeys turned tail and ran, or did we deal with them? Because a bunch of monkeys turned up.
A good few of them turned tail and ran, but I think 2 of them stayed around, hung around to just try and avenge its fallen. Basically.
Are they still here? Are we still in battle zone?
Yes, you are still in battle, pardon me.
For God's sake.
I know, I'm knackered.
How close? What happened again? The tentacle. What tentacles?
Coming out of its bum.
Oh yes, I remember now.
You don't need to worry about that. It is dead. I had you on a cliffhanger just to say, yeah, it died. It didn't make its role.
A final.
I hate you for doing that.
And I was excited. I was like, yeah, we're going to get more kills.
I thought a mimic was going to burst out of its ass. I thought that's what was going to happen.
I killed it with an arrow into its...
You certainly did, into the great anus. The anus, as it's known.
The sun anus, the grand anus.
There are tales within the Iron Oak of the Blinking Eye, the sheriff's patch.
This is true.
We've got enough time, Sally, what are you doing?
Where's your character, Lee?
I'm standing beside the monkey that's like got some kind of like half alive tentacles flopping about, and I was like, oh shit, and then nothing happened.
Yep.
I'm about to deal with some monkeys that are still attacking us though.
Yeah,
Daphne,
so,
perhaps you should take a shot at one of these monkeys and we'll try and get rid of them.
Yeah, so I'm gonna go for this monkey here.
Yep, okay. Are
Have
you
I still,
running up to it?
have I still got any of my unarmed strike things?
Yeah, you can do that. You
Yeah.
like to say, I just don't think I think you used all your spell slots for
Spells,
purposes.
Yeah, so I'm gonna use the armor thingy.
You know
I use
what?
that?
You know what? This is relatively done combat. This isn't going to take long at all because I'm just having a look over the monkey stats here. Yeah, you know what?
We are cleaning up trash at this point.
Yes, 3 monkeys disappeared just so I can stop screen sharing this.
That's what I'm all about, mate.
Yeah.
I just want to see people talk. I want to see people talk.
Want to see people
Right, guys,
die.
let's discuss other backstories for an hour.
Oh, God.
Arianos, have you lost anyone that you love?
There was those rations thrown at me the other day that I lost.
My whole race I
Never
lost.
forget.
Oh, God, that's
I
right.
lost
You have a
my
tra-
Oh,
family.
we have.
we all have tragic backstories, don't we?
Oh,
Nobody's happy
Napoleon
anybody.
Gold has just subscribed to us.
Aw.
Hi, Napoleon Gold.
You just subscribed to us.
Yeah, just literally subscribe to us.
Sorry.
Who's Napoleon?
No, no,
Yeah, he's Napoleon Gold.
Oh,
He has earned
wow.
the subscriber dance.
Leo, that's terrible.
Oh, subscriber dance.
Awesome.
I love how everyone does it now, and I'm not even sure if anyone knows what it is.
It's a reference to a one shot we done once and we've not gone back to because I've been too busy to go back to it.
I
yeah.
absolutely
I
love
wasn't
you
even
guys.
part of your groups when all this was happening as well. I've just accepted that you guys are this crazy.
That's what,
I-
that's what I'm
rolling with
saying,
it.
yeah.
Absolutely love you guys. Right,
Aw,
thank you.
we got Rich.
Oh,
we
we
got
broke him
him
again.
Cheer me up.
He looks.
Just virtual hugs. I'll take virtual hugs. But anyway,
Well, I don't know how I'd
Like
like
to
do that way, wouldn't it?
yeah.
Do you want
Aw.
a jelly bean?
I would love a jelly bean.
currently
Save
having
one for me the
both
next time
Leon
I'm
and
down.
Rich.
Don't tell the missus. Do not
I
tell
will
the
throw
missus.
them at you.
Yes, don't tell the missus. However,
I'll catch it.
yeah. So with the remaining monkeys disappearing, our super simians have
Ooh.
subsconded. So, at this point, we are all tired and weary and have used quite a bit of our spells to take these down.
No, I don't.
And the canopy kind of goes quiet again into a lull of false security, sense of security, as have you been used to, especially with Ronan on edge. Just being what do you do?
Can I
After
take
I am-
some teeth?
Let's
I would like to take some teeth of the huge monkey gorilla thing.
okay.
Oh my
Before
God.
you do
how
anything,
about-
I am going to turn round to Nina and Nyla. I apologize.
Who
And
the
I'm just
fuck's
going to look her dead in
Nina?
the I have no idea. I'm going to look Nyla dead in the eye and I'm just going to say, "Please never help me again."
Because he's broken nose, missing a tooth.
Yeah.
I was just trying my best, you know, I kept moving and my hand-eye coordination apparently is not that great.
This is
be
a
fair-
very important package.
Yes.
This
Well, it
is-
looks better now.
Nyla, you just happen to have teeth. Just don't happen to be. You seem to be an orc nature, half orc nature, of a specific. As you notice, there's one buried in your knuckle, just there.
Ah,
Using my survival knowledge, could we eat this thing, or is it worth harvesting its parts?
Give me a survival check.
I do that as well.
oh, can we
If you want
skin
help,
it?
yeah, you can either roll or you can. One of these take advantage.
Oh,
Richard, can I
bollocks.
skin it?
Right,
Oh,
okay,
just about find out.
I
It's like
reset
16.
my browser the other day, so I have to do this manually. Roll D20 plus 7. 20!
Hey.
I wouldn't be eating it.
Yeah, I have a poke about, I can like smell it, he's like, this is Lyle's
Kiwi.
darling, it's probably not the best health, not good for us.
It
That's what
smells like
skinning it.
Melbourne.
Yeah, I mean, we all look at Melville. God, he stinks so bad. I check its fangs. They're kind of like rotten, and I kind of poke around like,
Yeah, they
this
are.
this is a dangerous monster, but I mean, other than that, it's not really worth taking its parts, unless you want a trophy, in which case I'll just like dig my dagger and pop out one of the fangs and hand it to Nyla. But
Thank you.
that's got mainly sentimental value. That's not going to go for much unless it's a curiosity or knick-knack.
Soon as
I'm gonna make a necklace.
well, actually, soon as you pop in dagger to pull out the to pop out one of the fangs, it kind of vibrates up your knife, and and it's a really really hard substance you've just dug your knife into. It didn't even penetrate through its mouth.
Now that's interesting. So that bone is taken a hit from I'm assuming like a regular dagger, so it's like not particularly well made, but that's. I'll get my hammer and kind of just give it a bonk. Just see like does it loosen up?
Technical
Bonk,
term.
Give
Oh,
me a straight strength check.
Ralph the dentist.
Nice,
Well,
just
I
get
mean-
it bonking.
Yeah, he's
Hey!
I know forcing your dagger into
That's not true.
forcing your dagger into
strength
the
check.
mouth of
We'll
the
ask
thing.
her, don't worry.
Oh, it's a straight strength, which mine is plus nothing. 5. I'm not the strongest of my kind.
Even with
Bonk.
you feel it move, just kind of bends with pliability, but yeah, it is a tough substance.
Hey, I smash it in the mouth with a hammer.
Roll me an attack.
Oh my god.
Sounds unusual. I'm gonna give this a really good whack. 23. Oh no, that's
that was
lies. It's not 23.
Yeah.
No, yeah, sorry.
You did 20 plus
I thought
3.
you said
I did.
43 then. I was like, bloody hell. Obliterates it.
That's not even the AC of a dead thing.
No,
It should be an advantage because it's dead.
It doesn't matter. You hit it. It's just dead. It's not moving. It's a case of what you whack it. Give me some damage.
You want to do some damage?
Yeah.
Shit.
Emotional damage.
Oh, 1d8 plus 3, I think. 11.
You shatter the tooth. It splits.
Ah.
God damn it.
Oh,
Sorry now, I was trying to get it out, but it was harder to move than I thought.
it's okay. I'm just gonna start skinning it.
Again, trying to skin it is incredibly hard. You're trying to force your dagger into it to get under the layer of subcutaneous tissue and fat just to pry the skin off. It's not coming.
Huh.
You know that scene in Star Wars where he cuts open the thing and like sleeps in it?
And I thought it smelled bad on the outside.
Is that what we're planning on doing next?
Just been copyright striked.
Could
So
Gaz
this
do-
thing we obviously. Sorry, you go.
I was just could Gaz do something?
Guys,
No, not at all.
Yeah.
How much time do you want to spend doing this? Right now, we're just mutilating a corpse.
Yeah,
Just to clarify.
just going back to Gaz. Gaz cannot do
Adventuring.
anything because Gaz is not here.
Hey,
Well,
wait a minute.
I was
Oh,
thinking
of
of
course,
like Gaz has been away
He's
this
having a
entire
wee.
time, like pumping
The
himself
whole
up,
time.
like having a panic attack about like fighting these things. So he's like, this entire time he's just been like,
We
okay,
will come back
we can
to
do
that.
this.
We will come back to that, Gaz. However,
See,
Janice.
in saying that, technically he's only been gone for about 18 seconds because like combat is like 6 seconds around.
This is true.
So actually, he could have just been having a pee.
Yeah, this is
That's
true.
what I'm saying. He was peeing.
Very effective one. Yeah, I want to have a look at, and I can't believe that I'm saying this. I want to have a look at the back end of this big thing. Because the tentacles that came out, does it look as if this was like what this thing is naturally like? Or is this thing being modified to do this?
Yeah, you tell me, man. Is that his natural asshole or is it like a fake asshole?
Or is it a fancy asshole?
I'm assuming it's
Has
some
it had
kind
even
of
plastic
parasite
surgery done it?
infection.
Give me either.
Has it had a facelift?
Give me either a survival
No,
or
an
a.
arse
The
lift.
teeth didn't break because they were
Oh,
fake
sorry.
teeth. That is how it worked on. I
Yeah,
can't believe this.
give me a survival or an arcana check, whatever one you have.
I'll give you
tagged.
guidance on this, my friend. Sweet lady guide you. Plus 4, mate. Plus D4.
Plus a D4.
Plus a D4.
A default.
Okay. Defoe.
Anybody else have a bit of like
14.
mind
Plus-
fuck from Leon's mirror? with him
Yeah.
walking past it.
It
looked
was
like
weird,
somebody
yeah.
walking
Yeah,
out.
just
15 total.
it's like you had a twin.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
It's
I mean, he does have a twin, so that makes sense.
first time you've really came across one of these, and to be fair, you wouldn't even know where to begin, how you'd even think what this would. You're not even sure what this is. To be fair, as it could be a mimic.
So what you're effectively telling me is that it is just an asshole.
It is what it is. It is a big, throbbing asshole.
Don't kill
God.
Sally, she's drinking.
The D&D player in me wants to keep check this, but like the person is like, people are going to watch this. We should just go right now. We're doing nothing. Like this is not the big bad evil guy's not going to be living in there. There's going to be no
I'll have
treasure
you
up his
know, I'm
butt.
investigating this thing's gaping hole, is what I'm doing.
Yeah, it's gaping
I'm
hole.
going to open up this. Oh my god, there's a portal back to where we started here.
You could probably get your head in there if you wanted, but there's a lot of teeth.
Guys, I got
Oh,
a perfect name for this thing. I just thought while I was at the bathroom. Gapes.
The gape. We killed the gape.
I see what you did there. I don't approve, but I respect it.
It's not canon.
You washed your hands.
It's not
What
canon.
you're thinking about your gate.
The time he come running out, he probably hasn't.
This
The fact
This
you
is
come
not-
running in like, wait.
I've got an idea. I
Yes.
couldn't wait till I was finished.
is not canon. She's just putting this out there. This is not canon.
This is a Mercer thing. It's like, god damn it, you guys. I tried to make a scary monster and you've reduced it to calling it gapes.
So I'm going to move us along and be like, guys, stop being so gross. Can we just go? And like,
Right, which way are we heading? So Yanis, which way is north? Where are we going?
Yes, we're going north.
Oh,
So yeah, if we're continuing north, I'll be able to point us that way. But Ronan, you were leading the way. How do we get out of here?
Where's north? Go that way. Go where we were actually heading.
Yeah, you were heading to the nearest point of land, if you remember from the last time from the map you were doing, because you figured
Yeah.
that's probably the best
Were
way
we going
to
up
go.
or
Yeah.
across?
And
I think we should go back the way we came. Just
Yeah.
check again.
Well,
I think
That's
Ralph wants
the-
punched.
as I start going, I'm going to literally kick Milgram inside.
Okay, so as he's packing stuff up and he starts walking past, you kind of kick him in the side.
Yeah, I do that.
What was that
Sounds
for?
like, yeah, that's it, yeah. What was that for? That's it. That's what it is.
You were sleeping
know.
again.
No, you know. I'm just going to keep walking. Go right behind me.
I thought we were friends. And he just starts to walk off behind you and following up. So,
Notice I'm not there yet.
yeah, I know. So I was wondering if they were going to notice that you weren't there yet.
As we're walking, we say, hey, where's Gaz going? Gaz!
He's
Gaz!
eating.
Gaz!
So, as you start
There,
to
look at the screen.
as you
There's
start
Gaz.
to leave, Gaz, we come to you.
and in enters.
There he is.
Here's one we prepared
Antonio.
earlier.
He was behind
Oh,
the
wait,
tree
I'm-
all along.
I am too stressed for this shit. So, anyhow. Beginning to think maybe we should have called this off. Right, so, okay. Guys, as soon as the attack came down upon you were not thinking of that. In fact, it was quite a stressful time. It was quite a stressful time. It was something that you just couldn't deal with at the moment. Your thoughts were running to... Well, to put it quite nicely, they were running back to you grew close over the time, and it was just the fact that Nim's gone now, and you just couldn't get your head round it. You were trying to contact that voice within your head, but again, it was just static as usual. Especially when it comes to danger, there's nothing more frustrating. There's nothing more annoying about the fact that how this voice just comes and goes into your life without neither a warning nor heed for your feelings or anything else. Occasionally you call upon him, if he is a him. Yeah, it just does not sit right. Feeling and hearing the static again as you were starting to mumble to yourself, you pulled yourself away from the combat and started to move backwards and backwards without anyone really noticing, as they were too busy focusing on the enemies coming, rushing towards them. As soon as that hit, boom, you start to hear the battle cries and you just back, further back, further back, until there was nowhere else you could really go without going down. You hit the brain, hit the trunk of the nearest tree you can, and you realise there's nowhere else to go. Start to panic. Your breath starts to labour. Your breath starts to get not so much quicker, but again, just it starts to labour. It starts to struggle. Not breathing any quicker. You're just breathing harder.
Okay.
Then listen to anything.
Yes. That's what I've done my entire life, is do what you tell me to do. So why change now, right?
Yet you seem to ignore the glaring obvious points I bring toward. I mean, these are not just fancy riddles and clues. These are actual plans. I told you before. Her death. Part, big picture. It's all part of the plan.
But that doesn't make sense.
Use these words. Figured it out. I cannot come across and tell you it exactly. That is not how time-to-time jumps work. What I need you to do is start listening to what I'm saying. Read between the lines. Her death. All part.
But I don't want her to go.
Bring her back.
I don't want Nim to leave. Nim is not leaving. Nim, come back. And I'm gonna cast Summon Undead
Oh, shit.
and try and focusing on the ghost part of it. As Gaz begins to cry and the tears fall down on his skull amulet of the three-eyed creature. The gem in the middle begin to glow, and I will use that to cast the Summon Undead spell.
Hi! No.
Completely fine.
So, if you cast the spell, yep, it will cost you an action. We'll say because of the amount of rounds that are happening, this is happening. The battle is happening in maybe round about a minute. Especially everything that's going on after it, say a minute and a half. So this is all in your head, just quick as an instant. And you're replying as quick as an instant. So, tell me how this does and what you do.
So should I read the spell, or
that is up to you? But I will be changing it to a point because it is all part.
So from the from my skull pendant, almost kind of like a gaseous forms from the middle, gem, which kind of opens a little bit of like almost like a crack in reality, and I just say in front of that, I bend down, I pick up the dirt, so I pick up my hands from the ground, and I just kind of tear it open a little bit, and from that tear, Many different ghostly forms will flow around me. Some look quite putrid, one looks quite like skeletal, and one has like a ghostly visage and image that is, some are similar to Nim, some aren't. I'm just trying to pick one that looks like Nim, and I'm just trying to grab her, or grab this this visual of Nim as easy as I can.
Cool.
So I don't know if it's for sure Nim, but I'm just trying to get one of these ghosts and back into this realm.
Of course, indeed. So, as this comes across, make a little tear, and what seems to be with the fabric of reality is you see the just come out, just this black reddish shoe just force upon you as it starts to open like a gaping maw. As it starts to look in, you can see boundless, endless spirits swirling around something in the middle. Can't tell what, it's too bright to look at direct, but not bothered about that right now. You're seemingly within the netherworld realms here. Spirits start to build. You see figures of the past. You see figures you've never seen before. You see figures that are totally weird yet familiar looking. Make me a perception check.
Mm-hmm. 6.
Yeah. There's not a lot in here you can tell. You're just trying to think through and go, well, start to think a lot of spirits in here. Think to yourself, is there anything else I can do? Force them to you? Is there anything you owned of hers that they could maybe draw the spirit back to the world of the living? Just don't know. However, with that thought, as you're trying to come across it and you're having a look, there starts to throw itself back into reality and closes. For purposes of this, the spell fails. Again, after a couple of seconds pass, and goes, well, is a start.
I look at my hands, which kind of look like they have like frostbite on them, almost kind of thing. I say, I'll do better next time.
Oh,
and I'm just going to try and hold it close to my chest.
Leave me, my boy. Will. Silence. Strangely enough, around about that time when the silence comes, you realise you're alone and it's awfully silent.
I stand up and I walk towards where my friends were.
Just as you see them start to move off, they're not realising you're not there, almost. Catch up with them and you lead as they start to make their way wherever they may be going. Ronan, Sir Janice, give me a survival check. You can either make one each or one take at advantage.
I'm willing to give you advantage on that, Ronan, because mine's is meh.
Yeah, 14.
14.
14? What kind of ranger are you?
It's hard. It's hard going.
Is that with advantage?
I was going to say, is that with advantage? You roll again.
Oh,
No.
I'll roll again then.
Yeah. I mean,
there we go.
There we go.
19.
19.
Even better.
That's the ranger.
With the two rolls, it was starting to hard go as you realise it's a lot harder walking on the canopy as you start to go up because the ground starts to, well, not really ground when you think about it. You start to lose footing here and there and everywhere, and then you start to pick up the pace as you realise there's an oddly kind of familiar lattice formation to this, and you start to pick up as you're making your way across. Anyone looking out for anything can make me a perception roll if they wish.
I'm looking for creatures. I'm looking for those giant spidery
Bar
things. I'm
Ronan
looking
and Bar Sir Janice, as they are too busy concentrating on what they're trying to do to get you out of here.
I got a 19.
I got a 16.
Where was that nat 20 when you needed it in combat?
It's okay. I can just notice everything. I am one with the tree.
You start to taste colours, is what you do. Yeah, seems to be going well. Okay so far. You make up good time actually. 3-4 hours in. You're starting to look about things. So, what were you looking for, Lee?
Did you wait to put something in my mouth before you said that?
I did.
Timed it perfectly, baby.
Yeah, I'm looking for any kind of creatures, monkeys, things that would be dangerous to us, specifically giant spiders or the fey cream, or what are they called? The cream. Is that right?
Yeah, the fey cream.
The cream. The fey cream, or anything that would be a danger to us, or settlements of some kind.
Yeah. Gaz, did you make a roll?
No.
It's up to you if you want to.
I don't think I will. Just because, yeah.
Niall, you got 19, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I'm sort of looking around, sort of seeing like if there's any specific things around us.
Very an open statement.
But you said specific, but what you said was vague.
Yeah, specific things.
Yeah.
It's a double neg.
That's a skill.
Like,
I just like rolling.
I just wanted to feel.
I had a reason, and I forgot.
We'll come back to that. What were you looking for, Daphne?
I was looking mostly for like the goo. Do you remember when his foot went through the tree? I was looking out for the goo, seeing if there's any remnants of it, not necessarily the thing itself, but any.
Yeah.
I'll also be looking out for that. To be fair.
Well, if you want to do that, make me a perception check, mate. However, I don't think you will need to make one because Daphne is spot on.
I just don't want to fall again. 6. My perception is terrible down here.
You got a 6 last time. Yeah. You're.
Oh, bless.
Guys, you're too busy thinking about possibilities. You seem a wee bit more comforted about the fact that that you're able to possibly do this. In fact, it's quite exciting to a point. You regain your spell slot that you lost casting said spell.
I just shake the frost off of my hand and have a weirdly content smile on my face.
Excellent.
Oh God.
However, Daphne.
Yes, you have a really content smile on your face. This is the first time you look happy since we came down here. Are you okay?
Something's wrong.
I'm just have some hope for the future.
You know we're gonna die down here, yeah? Like, this is the most dangerous. This is the most dangerous. Remember that time you freaked out when we went on a boat? This is like.
Ralph, have you never heard of optimism?
I have, and I usually have it. However, we are effectively in. There's a word I've heard, just a meat grinder. Now we have fell into the equivalent of a meat grinder. Everything here is trying. The fact that we're still alive after a day is surprising to me. I've always been taught that this place was full of terror, fear, and things that will kill you quick. Well, look at Ranger down over there.
We are surrounded by things that have been trying to kill us since we got here, and we're still here. I think that shows that we've kind of got our stuff together.
I wonder if we're in there.
I mean.
Let me dream, people. Let me dream.
When you start to think things are going well, it always goes bad. Never think it's going well.
Speaking of which, Nyla, as you turn round to meet the conversation,
oh my God.
you feel a drip on your shoulder, Gads, as it. It's a group. If you
Is it like is the acidic stuff?
More here.
Yeah. I'm afraid so. You're gonna get a hole in your arm.
You take 3 points of acid damage as you feel it start to burn through your shoulder.
Okay.
Daphne,
Can I look up and see where it's coming from? I mean, obviously it's coming from a tree.
Daphne, as you see that, can't be good. Then you start
Has
to see.
It been a? Sorry.
It starts
Oh my
to
God,
get
it's
quicker
raining.
and it starts to rain.
Run.
That's pretty much
Rain.
Would I still have armor of Agathis still on, or has it been an hour since then?
It's been since then because this is about 3 hours into the journey.
Okay.
I need everyone to make me dexterity saving throws, please.
Oh, I'm so good at these.
You know, like the leaves on the trees. How big are they?
They are huge.
Okay.
They're almost
hey,
they're
that
almost
wasn't bad.
palm
That's great.
leaf-like at this point. But as you see, especially with your perception check and now Nyla's, you can see the leaves are starting to bend and it's just starting to drip this sap everywhere.
Okay.
I'm gonna start running. Oh shit!
Oh my God!
Right.
I got a
Slip
23.
and I fall.
I got a 23. Can I try and catch it?
That is not a problem. So, everybody who got
Down my
a
armor.
13 or higher,
Yay.
see this, will take 13 points of acid damage.
Oh,
Yes.
fuck.
I'm gonna.
Does that mean
Anybody
it's
who failed
I've got a dex
Shit.
save today.
will start to take 26 points of acid damage as the
I'm
rain
down.
starts to come down heavy.
I know. I've got one
Guys, we
point
have a
left.
problem. I had 9 points when this started.
Oh,
shit.
Are you
I
down?
am down. I am down.
I'll go down and I'll pick up Sir Janice and I'll either like pick him up or I'll drag him. I'll do.
yeah.
Right. Healing word.
Can I try and
Yeah, Ralphie needs helping.
Sorry.
No,
Do
no,
I
what
have
were you
any
saying? What were you
protection
saying,
from
Jim?
my armor?
I was going to try and find these shoes leaves and dry them, move my possession, and say, I think we should camp onto these tonight.
Yeah, make me a survival check, mate. See if you can see anything. Your armor. No, this is just a straight thing. You're trying to avoid the rain as you're running. In fact, it makes sense because of the type of armor you're wearing.
Does the leaves get affected by the acid?
Strangely
Like
enough, no. As you, again with the perception check, and Daphne will notice as well, it's the leaves have been bending under the weight of whatever sap's been putting on them, and they're starting to pour down. It seems as if the leaves are probably okay against the or made
Okay.
of.
Make ghillie suits.
What we need to do is make
That's not
armor
what you
from the
call them in
leaves.
D&D.
What were you saying, Daphne?
We need to make armor from the leaves.
Yeah.
How big are the leaves?
That's what I'm
Yeah.
Are the
thinking.
leaves like quite
You know,
large?
just
or
tie
should
wrap
we
them
use
on.
as like umbrellas?
Yeah. Ronan 24. Yeah, you see. Yeah, as soon as they mention about this fact, you say, "Yeah, you already knew this." You start to look about. You see a lower kind of hanging tree, where it's maybe about 20-foot radius, where you could probably get everyone under, and just stay there until whenever this acid rain passes.
Yeah. I'm going to say we better take a long rest here. Run for a bit.
I'll grab Sorianis with Gaz, and as I'm doing, I'll say, "Get back on your feet, bud," and healing word.
Yeah,
you
you
get hit points
regain your
back.
hit points back. As you say, you're pulled back, and yeah. Actually, with the survival check as well, Ronan, this is actually probably the best place to do with taking a long rest. If you're wanting to now, again, you don't know how long this is going to last. It's just one of these natural phenomena that happens down here. Unfortunately,
Let's take a long rest.
yeah, unfortunately, Gaz
Danger
rolled
talking about.
very low on that perception check. So
Yeah.
How much damage were we taking again? Was it 12 or?
it was 13.
It was either
if you
13 or
passed,
26.
or it was 26 if you failed.
26. I'm down to 1 hit point.
Oh,
Dude.
I'll put my hand on Daffy, so I sure hope you feel better, and you get healing as well. I'll give
yeah,
you.
that's fair.
I have
Still level
literally
one
just
now, so-
realised,
Right.
and I should have realised this before. I'm a half orc.
You are.
Yeah, you'll
Relentless
get.
endurance.
Relentless endurance,
back
yeah.
up.
Yes, this
Yeah,
is true. However, you've probably best you didn't use it now because you don't know what's going to come later. So,
Aye.
Daphne, you get 5 hit points back.
oh,
Thank you.
the dice gods giveth, the dice gods taketh away.
Yeah, so user up. User
Yeah,
underneath
user up
cover.
and
User,
enough.
you know.
We've still got some
me and
healing
Ralph
hands
are
left
gonna
anyway,
use-
Daff, yeah?
Yeah, I've got healing
Yeah,
hands.
you'll be fine. You can dump the rest into that.
Sorry, Ralph, how much was it that you said you gave me?
I give you 8, mate.
8, thank you.
Gaz, what were you saying?
As me and Ralph are dragging Sir Janice behind us unconscious, I'm going to say, should we use him as an umbrella?
We'll call that Plan B.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'll, for purposes of brevity, you get healed when you pull him to the save and everything. So, like I say, that is from the acid rain. You're now out of it, so you don't need to take another. Well, you're not going to take much after that. This isn't one of these ones where you take it every round. It's more so much you take it because you're in the rain. But now that you found cover, if you decide to go back out, then you'll probably take another round of it. So, yeah,
I have a water skin. Would I be able to, use the water skin to collect the acid rain?
Why would you want to collect it?
It'll probably just bend straight through your water skin.
Why
I'll
not
not even
use a
let you
leaf?
roll for that. Yeah, that was exactly what would happen.
Okay.
Use a leaf. If you want to take it, use a leaf and bunch it up and tie it at the top.
Yeah, can I? That's a good idea.
Oh, we can
actually.
make bombs! Woo! Let's make bombs!
Oh,
Bombs.
You guys want to carry around acid in a leaf in hope that it doesn't
Myself.
burst open in your bag.
I did this to myself.
And then
really,
melt
didn't
onto
I?
your leg, and then are you guys trying to kill yourself? You know I don't have unlimited heals. You understand that, yes?
This is my fault, ladies and gentlemen. Anyone who's watching this, this is my fault, really. I do this.
I mean, I care for you all a great deal, but I cannot. No amount of healing is going to make your brains work better.
However, if you wish to do
decides
this,
to make a-
I know this. Oh, I don't know where even we'll begin with this.
I mean, he literally
can we
killed
try,
Sojanis. Literally 30 seconds ago, he was almost dead.
Okay.
And now you're like, let's make Bob. No, you're not making Bob. All you sit quietly in the corner until I've decided what we're going to do
Right,
next.
so this will take a number of 3.
Ralph's gone into dad mode.
Yeah, this will probably take a number of 3 different separate checks. First off, if you are tagged in Arcana, if you wish to go ahead with this, please make me an Arcana check.
Let me reiterate, if any of you lose your fingers or your hands, I'm not going to
16.
heal you. I'm going to allow you to die.
Right.
She didn't care. She put her hand straight out there, even though
Yeah.
I just went, okay, this is what's happening.
I've got proficiency in Arcana, so I'm going to try this out.
Oh,
I'm
right.
basically
Oh no,
just
wait,
gonna,
it's not 16. Sorry, it's 19.
Right.
I'm gonna use these leaves just to collect this water.
This
Roman,
water.
will the two of us be able to get out of here? Okay?
And-
It's just us.
10.
It's
Not
probably
great.
more
I can-
likely.
I can add a D4 to it.
Yes, go
with my
ahead.
talisman.
Because your talisman.
Because 14s are great.
If he gets
Hopefully
it,
he'll.
you're expecting a
If he gets the
D4, yeah.
max.
Okay. Right.
Oh,
I'll add a D4.
Why did I get
12.
so
We could, have,
Fantastic.
we could have skipped tonight. Anyway, yeah,
well,
even
12.
even with your roll of 19, Nyla,
slips out the leaf. It's just like
yeah,
mean,
Gaz,
you
you
basically held
have
the
no
leaf like
idea
that.
how you would even begin to set this. You're not even sure. You're not even sure now that the acid is the leaves are totally impervious to the acid. You just
now
know-
you change it.
no.
Okay.
No, this is why I'm doing the Arcana check. This is why I'm doing the Arcana check. You're not even sure they would be totally impervious to the leaves. However, you can certainly go ahead and try. Nyla, you were closer to the target number of 21. Even though you've never seen anything like this before, this is possible. Having a look, the leaves are definitely impervious to the acid. However, taking off the leaves from your current barricade is not the best of ideas, although it can be done. If you wish, roll me a d4.
Ralph pushes himself
roll
back
this?
further
Right.
against the safest area he can find.
3. You can make a total of 3 of these bombs, as you've decided, as you've called, before the whole, before this thing starts to take, before your cover starts to be degraded.
Okay.
However, we're now on
Immediately
to
does it.
In her face.
we're
she's
now
like,
on
yes!
to the second. We're now on to the second roll. Gathering said things.
Annoyed.
Yeah, you're going to be
Right.
annoyed.
Can I help?
Sorry,
Nyla?
James.
Or
Okay,
in any way?
yes. You're going to make anyone else wanting to help Gaz and Nyla do this.
I have made my position clear on how I feel about this course of action. I will not be helping you.
Although you can
I'm
see
just going
Ralph
to-
is secretly getting Revivify ready.
Yeah.
He's like, he's not happy about any of this.
Do I get advantage then?
I am going to turn around to Raph and say, put my hand in, 'cause don't bother. Let them just injure themselves.
Right.
I can't
Well, give us a minute.
Now
Daphne,
I will just
are you
Sure, you
helping?
guys.
Yes.
Right. Because Ralph has taken this stance, Melgrim will
Don't
too
blame
also
him.
be helping with this.
Oh no,
Well,
no!
that's my plan.
Let me tell you the story of how I lost my face.
So I will make the
Fucking
roll.
lemon.
I
This is a
will
real face.
make the roll for now. You now have a better chance of doing it because there's 4 of yous. I would like you to make straight dexterity checks to see if you are able to make an average number towards the target number.
Nat 20 and
There's a
then
nat 20 in
18.
there, there's an 18 and a 7.
that
If
dead?
Gaz
I
continues.
don't know why I rolled twice. Got a nat
Just
20.
the greatest character.
14.
So your nat 20 was first, Daphne. That's fair. So you got 14. Gaz
Aye.
got 7. God bless you. Right. So nat 20 is not an automatic success. It is just really just making sure so I can get. And
could
it's
add
a
another
total of 20,
D4.
right? Oh Christ. Okay. So
Yeah, there's no plus to
let's see
Daphne's
if
dice.
you are able to do this. Oh.
I'm kind of
What
excited.
did
that
you
we are.
get, Nyla?
14.
Plus
Can I
7.
give the
Like
plus 4 to
4.
other people, or do they need to be
Right.
wearing it?
What was that?
I
Could
think you have
give
to be wearing it, Leon.
Yeah.
my talisman to other people? Okay.
No, you need to be wearing it as you say.
Excuse me.
You see, is Ralph be holding his holy symbol like,
Name, I may be sending some friends to meet you in the afterlife. Take good care of them.
Tell me
They-
you wouldn't want the science experiment.
You know,
Too
the-
much is gone.
If we were properly
I will
prepared for
hold-
this.
I will hold my talisman also, because I can commune with the dead also.
Nyla.
And say, Nim, I
Have
may be meeting you sooner
alchemical
than later.
Nyla.
Supplies.
Nyla.
Can I?
Nyla.
Yep.
Roll me a d3.
have you chose to now to mention you
D3?
have alchemical
Okay.
supplies with you this whole time? You're like,
Yeah,
I've
I've
got to
got
leave. You also have things for collecting acid.
Yeah, I do.
Alchemical supplies would be.
And we're
Yeah.
making it out of leaves.
Yeah.
Right. Make
What-
me a
what?
make me a d. Roll me a d3.
This fails. You could just collect it in your
Make me a
vials.
d. Roll me a d. If you don't have a d3, just roll me a d4 -1, or a d6. And
4.
did you get? Is that on a d6?
No, that's a 4 on a D4.
Sorry, I should have. D3 is easy. Roll a d6. On a 1-2, it's a 1. On a 3-4, it's a 2. And a 5-6, it's a 3.
5.
You have
So that's
collected
3.
enough to make 3 bombs. Now,
Ah,
Yes.
fucking hit the target number on the average. Right, okay. So,
I'll not be part of this. I do not approve of what you're doing.
I'm so happy right now.
It worked.
It's with my baby
Yay.
rice as well.
Now watch them go the rest of the campaign and never remember they have these with them.
Now,
Oh no, I've written it down.
now
And
No,
you
I'm
they
sure
need.
you
don't
have
work.
this
No,
in
no,
a
no.
year's time. You're like, what were we
They're not
talking
ready
about?
yet.
Acid bombs.
Well, they don't
You
work
have-
on
yeah,
the
no,
creatures
no,
that
no,
live
no,
under
wait a minute.
here.
You have now got enough to make 3 bombs. You've got one more roll to make now because.
Oh, shh.
the fuck. You have an alchemical set, right? Which we've now just
Yes.
discovered. Okay, so you can
Yeah,
add your
alchemical supplies.
proficiency to this roll. Make me, because you're the only one who has now got proficient in alchemical supplies, make me a survival check +2 for your or plus your proficiency bonus.
Plus my proficiency bonus. What is the proficiency bonus?
What is your proficiency bonus? Well, it should say in your character sheet.
I
3
just say
+3.
Yeah.
17.
Ooh.
Oh no, we've actually done it, haven't we?
Right.
I rolled a 14 plus 3, 17.
This takes you most of the day.
Hell, I don't care.
Ronan, roll me a d20. I want to see if you're how bad your cover is now.
Just pressed against the wall.
Just a natural D, just a natural.
Dripping in through us. Oh my god.
17.
That's
good.
Or is it
Okay.
really bad?
Now, you know how I said it was in a 20-foot
Worried.
radius?
Is it
It's
a
a
17?
17
was.
foot
Yes,
radius.
you have now. No. It is worse than that. You have lost 17 foot of that radius. You are now in a 6-foot radius thing. You are, as he says, pushed up against this tree as you were trying to get these into things. However, because you
Cozy.
got, what was it you rolled in your survival thing?
17.
17. You have 2 proficient bombs of acid simply because it was target number
Yeah.
21 and you got 17, so you now have 2. One of them is wasted. The damage for this
Okay.
is 1d8 acid damage. Okay?
Roughly equivalent to just hitting it.
Yes. But it can be
It can
used.
be
It
useful
doesn't
against-
have to
yes.
be.
It can be
Can throw
used
it.
for use, right? So you now have 2 acid bombs, and you're now going to
Yeah.
have the most uncomfortable night's sleep. But I'm going to roll now to see how many hours this fucking acid rain's got, because we've still got.
I'm so sorry, guys.
Close up this picture.
Did not too
Okay.
badly. I will add.
As all this is going on, I'm just sitting here trying to think up some sort of hate song towards Nyla. It's like, I'm going to make it. Sir Janice's new ambition in life is finding ways to ruin your
Yes.
legacy.
For the next 7 hours.
What legacy go?
For the next 7
Yeah,
hours,
you won't.
this rain comes down hard.
Use
7
my
hours.
skills in the forest to my advantage of being skillful in the forest to try and save you guys, yet you ruin it for us. All because of acid.
Ronan,
I
I
blame
think you're going
Sally.
to have to learn something. Surviving doesn't seem to be a priority here anymore. I'm
What is
sorry.
life without some
May as
danger
well
in
have
it?
For any
fun.
DMs out there watching this right now, if you are watching this on VOD or YouTube, you understand my pain.
Why?
This is D&D. I mean, yeah,
This
this
is D&D.
is what they do.
They haven't had
This is
the,
D&D.
they haven't had the
You
shopping
wanted
episode
to.
yet. They're going to make do with whatever else fuckery they can do. So,
This,
Shopping
this
episode.
acid bomb
Oh, God.
will not go wrong. It will now be like a skeleton key into any room we want.
so
Effectively.
you're now, it's coming up on night time, and you have a 6-foot radius of
We'll be
cover
fine.
Ralph is
from
sleeping
this
at the bottom
rain.
because Ralph is heavy. So
Now-
Ralph is going to go into his shell and put his blanket over the top and just going to...
Now, I would remind you that you get a disadvantage in all dexterity saving throws and dexterity checks in your shell, right?
I'm like that. Yeah, I'm under the thing.
However,
what else I can
you
do?
do remember what you had to roll to avoid acid rain.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm going to be sleeping as well. So I mean,
Yeah.
if I'm sleeping, I'm going to get disadvantage anyway.
So,
I mean, I push Ralph's shell right at the back, and I'm going to
Ralph was going as far to the back. I've specified it as far to the back as possible.
With Ralph's permission, I'm going to sit cross-legged on top of his shell.
Oh yeah, my plan was to put other people on top of me.
Yeah.
No, I'm going to be there. No one else is going to be there because of the dumb idea they had.
So,
I'm going to be up there with the canopy over me, and you have to come in.
So here's the thing. Anybody taking watch?
I'll take first watch since it's my
fault. They don't take watch when they were like making bombs for like 7 hours.
Oh no, this is only getting you've got 7 hours of this rain. 3 hours in, it starts to get dark. You can now take a long rest if you wish.
I will sleep on just cuddled next to Sir Janice, and I'm just gonna sleep try and sleep on his shoulder.
As we say, Ralph is in his shell. Ronan is on top. Anyone taking watch, first watch or second watch or third watch, depends.
I'll do the first one.
Nyla's taking first watch.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyone else taking watch with her?
Oh, I need to rest.
Right, okay.
So,
Nyla, you're just taking watch then. If you could roll me a perception check.
Rich, whilst the acid rain's going, can we hear any animals?
Naturally 20.
Rolled a nat one.
Oh, I did.
To be fair, at least you rolled a nat one now and not
I can't see in the dark, so...
This is true. I was going to say disadvantage, but
no, I can't see in the dark.
Okay. Oh, actually, that's not true because the armor will glow. Well, actually, no, that's not true. As soon as Daphne sleeps, you will notice that her armor starts to dissipate and dim as she's not awake. So, I'm going to.
We just get killed.
I'm going to send you a message, Nyla, as we're doing this. But is there anything else you're doing while you're watching?
Just gonna sit and contemplate my decisions of the day and how excited I am that I've actually made these 2 bombs.
Of course, you're looking so happy about your with yourself doing this.
Ralph thinks to himself, I wonder if they realise that we could easily buy acid from any shop, any alchemical shop. It's probably at least as effective as this, and they'd probably give us some kind of delivery device that would make it an effective explosive. I'm sure we had to risk our lives.
But we didn't have to pay for this.
Oh, you're right. We've saved at least 5 gold. And considering we have about 20,000 gold on us from that tomb that we looted, I mean, this is definitely been a worthwhile endeavor. I'm so glad.
Absolutely. Clearly not processing sarcasm over here.
So you and I are thinking this loudly to ourselves. We're just having imaginary conversations because we're both sleeping. But yeah, in our dream, we're like,
God damn it. So many unnecessary risks.
Sir Janice's dreams is just floating around the words of, why the hell am I still with these people?
Because I have no option. We're so close to death. I hope we get to that island tomorrow.
See, right to this island, there's a creature there that's just vulnerable to acid. Usually, we're like, ha! See, we needed the acid.
You mean like most creatures?
That's true. Well, even more vulnerable because you can be resistant or vulnerable. So vulnerable to take double damage, it'll take 2d8. Which wasn't that impressive as I say it out loud.
Yep. So that is out the way. You just don't even notice anything around you. You're just too busy looking at the acid. I'm so happy. This is so cool. You just you want to look away and you go, yeah. You kind of stick your finger in just to see if the acid still works. Just kind of.
Oh shit!
Oh yeah. And then you go, ah shit!
Definitely
you will be taking 2 points of acid damage tomorrow morning.
Did you taste the acid?
Yeah, it's the nat one. She put it in my finger and then tried to put it in her mouth to stop the burning.
That one, yeah.
With the nat one, yeah. That's what you get. That is what you get, right? For making me make acid bombs.
As this is happening, her dipping her finger in the first place, I slightly wake up.
Yeah.
See you do the thing with the tongue. I laugh and I go back to sleep.
Perfect.
Well, that was just rude. Didn't even ask how I was doing.
So,
You
yeah.
punched me in the face. You still have my tooth.
You're asleep. You don't know what I'm saying.
There are places you don't stick your fingers.
Oh, don't I know it?
Wow.
So,
Are we
however,
talking about the gorilla again?
Wait a minute, yeah, what's going on?
yeah, this is got a bit blue. It's for 18 plus guys. However, your watch does go without major incident. Minor incident, yeah, you've got a burnt tongue, and you're gonna have to talk like this now. You're gonna have to put the tongue, and I'm making you do this as a character thing for the rest of this next session. For this
Rest of the
session,
campaign.
you put your tongue, yeah, put your tongue at the bottom of your mouth, and you have to talk
At the
like
bottom.
that, so you bunt your tongue.
I bit my tongue.
Yes, that's exactly it. Every time you talk.
This is gonna be really bad.
Yes, this is a consequence. Let this be a warning to you all. So
This is advanced.
To remind me to
I probably
Yes.
point out.
So you're going to talk. No,
This
every
is very
time you
weird.
talk in character, you have to talk like this.
This is just
I
advanced
thought like
role
this.
playing to
Yes,
fantasy bullying.
exactly. You
I
talk
do
like this.
like that.
This
This
is how
was my
talking-
idea.
Yeah,
My
push-
tongue is
Okay.
now.
So push your tongue in at the bottom teeth, and then you keep it there, and you just talk like that, and you talk like that as if you've got your bunt your tongue, and that is the rest of the
That's how I'm
session.
talking.
And not only that, you've lost 2 hit points for tomorrow. Right, you're not full.
That's
Sorry,
what you get,
Dad.
Rachel, for going
Yes,
with my
really,
idea.
that'd be a warning to the rest
Yeah,
of you.
right.
Fucking up my
I
game.
blame Gaz.
I'm all
Leon is
here
a bad
I'm all here
influence.
for mad shit. I'm just saying, yes. Well, this is a consequence because of the nat one, if anything.
I need to remember to talk like this. Do I have to talk like this for a whole session or until the next
For
week?
this whole session, this session in particular.
For another hour.
Whole campaign.
So-
The whole campaign.
Yeah, for the whole campaign. No,
The whole
no,
campaign.
no. Oh, you said you wanted
Stupid
to work on
accents.
different voices. No, I'm only joking. So, 4 hours pass. Yeah, it goes without any major incident. Are you waking up anyone for the next watch?
Gaz.
I'm gonna go to Sir Janice and go, wake up, wake up. I bit my
Take
tongue.
next watch.
I bit my tongue. Ah, there's like a hole in my
You,
tongue.
I'm just going to look at her. You aggravate me. You
It
aggravate
really
me so
hurts.
much.
It hurts a lot.
All right. I'm up.
Right, are you waking
Night,
anyone? Right, so Janice, are you waking? Oh God, this is the best decision I've made. Are you waking anyone else up to do the watch with you?
To be honest, no. I'll let them rest for now. Everyone's kind of been... This has been multiple times now that Janice has been unconscious and everyone's had to drag his
I get you.
form behind them.
I get
So
you.
I think you'll at the very least try and let them get some sleep.
No problem. Make me a perception check for me.
Perception.
That one.
Imagine.
He
Don't
also
do
drinks
another
it
one.
all.
You just lick the goo.
15.
His whole tongue comes off.
15.
It's a straw.
Okay.
Stop making that noise.
Quite early
Sorry.
on. Quite early on.
I don't know why
into
I did that.
quite early on, you can't do that because you burnt your tongue. Early on into your shift.
Exactly.
Early on into your shift, 20 minutes, 25 minutes in, the rain just disappears. So you don't need to deal with that anymore. However, it starts to get a wee bit very, very silent very, very quickly. The drips of rain and pitter patter is just not there anymore to soothe or keep your mind going. With that, your mind starts to drift. Just to the fact you're thinking of songs in particular. Or you're just thinking about your adventure so far. Kind of songs you're going to write. Then something kind of just stabs into your heart a little. Not physically, emotionally, as you realise. Emotional damage. It's more of, this is a good adventure. Wonder if it'll be enough. Make me a wisdom saving throw.
$11.
So, you're contemplating. You remember the letter in the back you've got in the back in your possession? Grip it tight. Then all of a sudden you hear something. 20, 25 feet away. All your voice. Female persuasion. Dana. Carries in the wind quite far, but you don't know how far. Come to me, man. That voice, you know it. Can't run away from it. You've never been able to escape it, but it's there. Yeah.
I'm going to move forward towards the direction it's coming from.
Yeah. Easy enough to know as you start to walk. Very dark still, even though the dim light from everything else. And again, Daphne's armor in her sleeping state kind of dims down to maybe about 5 foot cube, and it's very, very. It's enough to give you kind of like a camp light. You start to walk round about that area, go past round this huge thing, no one there. But then all of a sudden, 15 feet to your right. Janice, my love. Haven't come back.
I'm not good enough yet. It's not enough. You always told me it wasn't enough. I will be better. And I'm coming home.
Very home.
I'll move towards it.
Start to move forward again. You push past through all these leaves and underbrush, you start to move in and it's not there. Just can't see her. Again.
Look, that's not good.
Yeah.
Did we break him?
Holy shit, what happened? That's a cliffhanger to end on.
We need to try to get back in because we've still got the screenshot up on Twitch.
Mm-hmm.
Here he comes, here he comes.
You're going to fall off the tree, aren't you? You're going to be like, wow!
Sorry about that, I don't know what happened there. However,
All good.
I'd like to say, start to remember, he's again going through everything as you're saying, he's not good enough, not strong enough. You're already home. Then you remember, says, resist her. Fucking with you again. Make me another wisdom saving throw.
Do it.
Do it now, do it.
Oh.
8.
Is this
So-
all in his head?
That's
Oh,
not
no.
good.
It could be.
He's falling off the tree.
be.
I know he's going to fall off the tree.
See, these are some real Gaz rolls right now.
Very much so. It's not that bad. It's okay.
Channeling the
It's
gas.
not that bad.
Richard's like, oh shit, I'm going to another chance. Fumble. Oh shit.
Oh, I'm so nervous for you. Oh my goodness.
It's just going to see, it's going to be like a dangling, lighty up version of your
Follow
lady
my
love.
voice.
And just behind a big mouth. Like, me, my
Like one of those
love.
fish.
Again, this goes on.
Me.
So this goes on for about half an hour as you start to move place to place. Just the voices keep on, and then comfort and familiar feeling close. You don't know why, you don't know how, but close. Almost directly below. You can smell. It's almost like you can smell this person's scent wafting.
Is that nice scent?
Oh, it's
Okay,
well,
just-
actually, so Janice, is it
It's
a nice
just a
scent?
stink.
Is it a nice scent? This is
It
yours.
smells like farts.
It's like mushrooms.
Oh, party mushroom.
It's the smell of it. It's the smell of expensive perfume. It's artificial flower. It's not quite what you'd call a natural smell, but it's definitely something that you know. You smell like this, you've got money.
Yeah. It's
A rich person
Dior,
smell.
baby.
it's
Effectively, yeah.
it's rising to your nostrils from just below where you are.
Oh, number 5.
Jump into the darkness.
I'm saying a rich person smell. I don't know what rich people smell like.
No, number 5.
However,
See that person, you go, I'm not buying that, that's too expensive. That's what they
you're
smell like.
adamant that this person
Okay.
is below you.
Jump, come to me, my love.
In fact, the voice is not so much shouting or screaming to you; it's more. It's almost
Come hither, darling. Come
dancing
hither.
on the wind. It's going.
How
Come
they
to me.
jumped.
It's going. Come to me. Come to me. Come to me, my love.
You definitely won't die.
Oh.
We all float down here, Georgie.
Get your umbrella out. Take a banana leaf.
Will that be enough if I come to you? It's never been enough before. You told me this. What's changed?
It's just repeating over and over. Come to me. Make me a wisdom saving throw with advantage.
Oh, no.
With advantage?
Yeah.
I'm okay with that.
I hate you right now, Rich. You're putting me on the edge of my seat. I don't like it. What are you going to do to him?
I mean, you easily killed a bard. I mean, bards don't even count as characters.
Hey!
Who are you guys?
14.
Hey, bards are cool.
His voice starts to get, come to me. Here, it's here. And then all of a sudden it stops. No, that's Lee. Don't worry about it.
I was like, where's that coming from?
Actually, with that, you snap out of it and you can hear Lee snoring at this point.
And it echoes because it's in his shell.
How do turtles snore, Lee? Yeah.
Oh no!
Oh my god. Oh, if actually you heard me snore that piece,
Interestingly
it's
enough,
like...
the scent is still there. However, the voices have gone.
Okay, before I'm going back over, I'm just gonna... I'm sorry, Sarah. I'm coming. And I'll just make my way back towards the group.
Seriously, Sally, that's what set you off.
Coming, Sarah!
I'm trying to be emotional.
I'm returning. That's what you meant.
I'm on my way.
You're my butterfly, sugar, baby.
I'm nearly there. I'm nearly there.
Come, my lady. Come, my lady. So anyway, yeah, you make your way back to camp, which is not actually hard because Keen Mind lets you know where north is. Son of a bitch. So yeah, you're not
Morning
lost.
of the turtle.
You're effectively not lost.
Imagine if you
know your
did
way
get
back.
lost.
Well, that
That would be really shit.
actually one of the reasons why it's one of the things on this to get you lost, to separate you.
You already are lost. We don't know if we're going the right
Ish.
direction. We could
No,
be
no,
going further
that
and
is the
further
thing.
down.
You do know which direction you're going because of a fucking Keen Mind feat picked by Sir Janice de Grande.
Yeah, baby.
So,
Our hero.
our hero, and you almost lost him, but
Ding, ding,
however,
ding, ding.
you end up going back, and your rest of your shift goes without any incident. For the final shift, who are you waking up?
Okay, looking for the crowds. I think the most effective person to wake up would be Ronan at this point, seeing as he's the most the most competent one out of everyone when it comes to comes to down here.
Fair enough. Are you waking Ronan? You're woken up by Sir Janice de Grande.
Yeah.
So instead, he wakes up at Nyla again. And it's like, hey, yeah, you've done so well in the
No,
first.
I have a plan for this. I'm not going to. I'm not going. I'm not quite going to sleep just yet. I'm going to wait until I have an idea.
Oh shit.
All right, okay. Okay, what
Can
are you
you
doing
spell that?
before
Can you
before you
spell-
wake Ronan up? Yeah, before you wake Ronan up, what is your plan? What is your idea? What are you doing?
My idea will involve when we're all going to be moving on. So effectively, just before everyone's beginning to wake back up.
Together.
I'm just actually going to double check that I can do this. It always helps to make
I'm
sure
nervous.
that
Well, remember when you go
did.
to sleep, you will you will have gained your long rest, mate. So as soon as you wake up after this, you'll be able to do if that is one of the things you're going to do. If it involves spells or anything, yes, you will be able to do it because you will have your spell slots back and all.
It doesn't. It's just very, very stupid for the location we're at. Effectively, when we're getting ready to wake back up, once I've let Nyla rest for a little while, I am going to remove my war gong from my backpack and just smash it right next to her ear.
Okay.
I thought you said word dong. I was like, what's
as well.
Yeah.
I am not smashing my dong near anyone. Thank you very
He
much.
said war dong and smash. I'm like, I don't know where this is going.
Smashing the
but
war
this is getting
gong on
exciting.
Nyla. That's what I heard. This is what I'm understanding.
This is a consenting
war gong
podcast.
With the war dong.
You think I'm bad? That was all you.
Yes, Alan,
On
you
your
were innocent in
behalf.
this one.
I looked you in the eye and see what you were thinking.
So, yes, that will happen. So you're waking up. You're waking up Ronan. Yeah.
See.
Yeah.
You wake up Ronan. Ronan, are you waking up anyone? Or are you doing your
I
shift yourself?
I'll just do a simple self. Just sat on top of Ralph's shelf, cross-legged, just looking out, and I'll pull out a wee pen and paper, start penning stuff down, memories of.
The shell is pleasantly warm.
It
A
is warm.
preheated seat.
Oh, can we decorate your shell? Is that a thing?
You can certainly try.
If you were awake, yes. However, it would probably be a case of making a stealth check and all that in regards.
If you try and paint me when I'm asleep, I might not
So,
notice.
Ronan, you were just you were writing down stuff, is what you were saying?
Yeah, just writing some stuff, memories of April, and just having a look about, glance about, and just keeping general watch.
Yeah, no problem. If you could make me a perception check, then, my friend. With advantage. This is your favourite terrain. This is your favourite terrain, mate. You've been down here for a good while.
Yeah. Perception advantage.
Yep.
Boopity boopity
With
bop bop
advantage.
bop.
14.
Oh, I love you. Oh.
I love me too, thank you. I love you too, sir. So,
I know. Just thinking.
14 gapes attack you.
Oh, I'm trying to think how to go with this. Either that or just ignore it. I know it's a weird one. It's a weird one. Okay. As you're going through the thing, again your mind goes back to everything else you were thinking about. Funnily enough, about your love, because this happened in the backstory thing last time. Everybody's doing this shit. However, make me a wisdom saving throw.
Spaghetti. Right. Oh, let's save.
Oh, you gorgeous man. Okay. So.
I guess that's a bad thing.
Yeah. It's strange.
Nice one, James.
It's very, very strange. As you're watching, you pick up the scent of something.
That's like expensive perfume.
Yeah, right.
So many weird smells coming in here.
No.
All the perfumes are available.
You're picking, you're picking up the scent of something.
Is it Melgrim?
He's on the other side, so you can't smell him.
You can always smell Elgrim.
Ralph, yeah, he's downwind.
Ralph, look down.
No, it's definitely not Ralph.
Oh.
Coming off in a
I keep it
westerly
ancient.
direction.
Right.
Ooh.
It's faint. It's
Because
very, very
Sir
faint.
Janice is pointing north, so you always know which way north is.
Yeah, it's faint.
That
It is
way, no.
very, very faint.
Ooh, what's the smell? It smells like buttercups.
I know.
Honeysuckle. I love the smell of honeysuckle.
You're asleep, Daphne.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, definitely.
Hey, Daphne, don't be daft.
Hey!
Anyhow, so you pick on the scent. You pick on the scent of something.
I know it's sent.
Roll a history check.
It's the Queen's underwear.
Sally.
I mean, what the hell? I don't even know what I'm supposed to do with that. Like,
Thank God this is. You know what? The only saving grace about this episode, it's actually written under the mutant history, so this is nothing to do with D&D. So this is all Lee's fault.
Change the name of this.
Nope, I didn't bother. I didn't even know how to. Yeah.
No one's going to watch it. Sorry.
There's something familiar about it.
Oh!
There is something familiar about it.
I'm in that game.
You
I'm allowed to
just,
make
you
jokes.
just do not. You can't put your foot on it. You can't put your finger on it.
Foot on it.
Or
You
your
can't even
foot.
put your foot on it, or your ear, or
kick
even
it.
even your
Sorry,
nose or
Ralph.
nostrils. But there's something sung about this scent. It's driving you crazy. You just can't.
It drives you crazy.
Just can't see.
I don't know the words to the next bit.
What were you
Can
saying,
you
Ronan?
follow the scent? You know, like in cartoons when they like.
Yeah, like it's a nice eye on a windowsill. You just
No,
float
so
after it.
Daphne, you're asleep.
Sally's not asleep though. She can see whatever she likes.
Yeah.
To a point.
Sally sees all.
However, Ronan,
What's going through his mind is like when you get that word, but he's just there. That's how it feels. That's how I'm seeing how it feels. So I'm always constantly trying to remind myself that scent, see what it was, if I knew what that scent was, and all that.
it's driving you nuts. You can't. Again, it's almost on the tip of your tongue. You're about to say. It's something just niggling at the back of your head. You know it. You know you do. Just can't place it.
Smells like trees.
Smells like acid.
Would this scent wake any of us up? Or?
As you are asleep.
It's all
Would it
in
wake
his
us?
mind.
Isla, you are asleep.
I snore loudly because of my sleep.
Because you're asleep.
Can my wings like stretch
Right,
out
could
whilst
I,
I'm
could I go and try and follow the scent for a bit?
Can it's easy to track. Again, your
What I'm
favourite terrain.
going to do is get my rope and tie it onto one of the bits and just have the rope with me so I don't lose.
There's not a lot you can. There's not a lot of trunks or branches, anything you could probably tie
No,
this to.
I'm tying it to my shelter.
Well, I was going to say, it's a good idea, but it's not very constructive. However, you can tie it to one of your group, if you wish.
I am going to
Pounds of turtle you could tie it to.
I'm going to tie it to the turtle.
Okay. How much rope do you have?
50 foot.
Okay. So we'll
Well,
say
so
for brevity, to tie it securely to him, you'll use 5 foot of that up, which will take you up to 45 foot from your distance. Okay, so
You could just wake me up and then I could watch where you go.
yeah, make me a survival check.
Me?
Lee.
You have other options, Jim. I'm just saying.
Why are there pigeons here now?
Yeah,
What the
yeah.
hell?
That's a critical role thing. It's the
So you start
crap.
you start walking out towards it. It's slow going, but eventually, maybe an hour in, you find your way. You lose it literally as you move, and you go fuck, and you try and find it again. But eventually, you find it, and it's about 25 feet away. You start to turn left around this huge trunk. Starts the scent. It's a little bit stronger. again, you just can't put your mind to it. It's almost there. You think if you found out where it was, you could probably get it. Can make me a wisdom saving throw.
I think it's a metagaming pigeon. I think that's the joke.
Yeah, the metagaming pigeon.
Oh.
I think
Yeah,
our,
that is it.
crab dance is better.
What a time again? At 20.
For some reason, I started moving my head with it there.
Pigeons do as well, aren't it, Solly?
Yeah. So,
They just don't do this bit.
with the nat 20,
It's a crab pigeon.
it instantly grabs you. The scent. You know what it's from.
Magma.
Where's it from?
Well.
Is it the beast?
Oh, we're so fucked, Mr. Beast.
Not
My
me.
captors, the people that are hunting us.
The green.
It's worse.
Oh no!
That's
Me.
What's
It's a
worse?
kraken.
It's very
In fact, the
it's
hunters.
highly masked. It's a very highly masked scent, and it's almost like it's been purposely laced. But it is the unmistakable scent of your good lady
Chloroform.
love, Avril, and stuff.
The ass is
dear.
going on
It's
down here.
faint
you like
on the
that?
wind, but it is an instant click. As soon as you get closer to it, you can pick up more of the scent and go, it's her.
I'm going to go towards it.
Did
Start
she
to move
not
another
die?
15 foot, which is now 40.
Yeah.
You've now got 5 foot. You go to this
When
point.
I I've let go of the rope and I'm going.
Okay, so you untie the rope. That's fine. You get there. It was another 10 foot before you got there anyway, but you wouldn't have had enough rope. You're there. You're at this point. You can smell it. It's coming from the scent is coming from below you.
Is there any way I can try and start digging out of the trunk or something at the moment?
You
Or
can certainly try. How would you like to do this?
if I have my bow with me, I'm going to hit the edge at the
Yeah.
end of my bow into
So-
it.
Knowing the terrain well, you start to move. You start to move branches and bend branches aside. It's very dark down there. Do you have dark vision?
No, but I can cast it again.
Yeah, well, if you do have the spell tip, so if you haven't taken your long rest already, you've not, so you shouldn't have.
No, I should have another one, but I'll check.
Okay.
Yeah, I have another second level slot, so
Excellent.
I can cast it.
And you cast it, and you're able to see down from the light coming down from the moons. You look down.
Yeah.
Make me a perception check.
Perception. Six.
That one, natural 1. Follow the natural 20.
Oh,
Oh, mate.
Man.
The smell is definitely there. The scent is still there. You can't see anything from this distance. Don't know whether it's too far down or there's just not enough light, but there's something down there. It's gotta be her.
Use your hands.
still going to try and keep taking a wee bit further if I can get further down.
Yeah, well, you've not got rope at this point, so we'll call it an athletics check to try and start climbing down through. Just to find a safe route.
Athletics. Where are you? Oh crap!
Under all of the stresses, and the closer you get to it, it's hard. It's got to be her. You start to move, and you push your hand through something, and it bends, just gives way, and you start to free fall. Again, you're hitting branches on the way down every so often, but then you hit the floor after maybe about a 50-foot drop. You will take
Oh goodness! Hold on.
Yeah.
50-foot drop.
50-foot drop.
Well, is he pulling me behind him then?
No, he
No,
untied
got
the
off
rope.
the rope.
He untied the rope.
Oh,
I'd like
okay.
one rope.
You're all good.
I just want to be involved, to be honest, guys. Okay.
Yeah.
Ralph is just making tea inside his little shell.
You will take
Oh,
6 points of bludgeoning damage.
Ralph is actually like really tiny.
no.
He's just like big fake arms and legs. That
No.
he puts his. It's just a head.
You take you take 6 points of bludgeoning damage as you hit something hard.
James, what's your HP?
It's now at 5 because I didn't do anything. It didn't take a full short rest.
Yeah, you haven't took a
You've
full
not got
rest.
you've not got your long rest yet. No.
Yeah.
What do you do?
Oh,
But you'll have had a short rest.
No.
I'll try and get myself back up.
Yeah, you're back up. You pick yourself back up, but it's a long climb back up. You would need to take a couple of athletics checks to get yourself up. However, the scent is definitely stronger down here.
How could he have not taken a short rest when Nyla's had a go at this watching, and
You have to use hit points in a short rest.
Short rests are used for during the day because you were doing a long rest. You have to, and you were taking turns to watch out for each other. You're taking a long rest at this point. Long rest gives everything back. A short rest, you just hit dice. And you have to call the short rest if you're taking it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to try and climb back up.
I tried to help. Sorry.
You wouldn't climb back up. You would follow that smell.
Wisdom save at disadvantage. Make
you know
him
what?
do it.
You make an absolute good point. You should be making a wisdom save at this point to see if you want to go against your actions.
Should have woke your friendly the turtle.
The target number is increased. The target number for this will be increased though, simply because of the area.
It's 45 is the target number.
Oh, hey.
Hey. Ooh.
As you're looking, the smell is just overwhelming. It's not even so much that it's powerful. It's more the fact that it's your acute senses at this point in time, because you're desperate to find out. You realise it is the scent, definitely her. But you realise quickly around says, I'm in danger here. Yeah. So if you want to start to climb your way up, yes, you certainly can.
I'm going to take a mental note of my surroundings, where I am, and just start climbing back up, because I know I'm in a bit of a... But if I go further, I'll be in trouble.
Yeah, that's perfectly fair now, because you did pass your wisdom saving throw. What's your passive perception?
My passive perception...
15?
Yeah, 15.
Okay. So, you start to climb up, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, make me an athletics check. You start to go up, and you do see some, but it's slick with acid, and you start burning yourself. Not enough to do you damage, just enough to aggravate you, as you see that the acid has been falling through the canopy for hours. You're grabbing, you're slipping, it's just not happening. It's so far you've not made any progress at all. Definitely 15, your passive perception check.
Yeah.
Okay. You want to have another go getting out?
Yes.
Okay. It's a little bit better. You start to climb up. You make your way about 10 foot up and you're just carefully just moving along the branch and just slowly moving across. Start to pull out your dagger just to try and get some purchase in the trunks. Even though it doesn't do much, again, it's iron oak. So you start to look more for branches. Give us another athletics check.
Let me out here.
Yeah, you finally get out. Yeah, so you start to get out, you come out the way, start to monkey bar it across, and then just you manage to pull yourself up and out. You're now safely out of wherever you were.
I'm going to mark where I was.
Luckily, because you untied your rope when you were running, you can see the rope 10 foot in front of you. The rope will lead you directly back to your group.
I'm going to mark where I was so that I can find it later.
That would be pretty hard. That would be a big survival check. But however, again, I'll point out the rope is leading from your camp to this area. Just a wee bit 10 feet out.
Okay, so I'm going to... I'll leave the rope and follow the rope and untie the rope off Ralph, and I just keep it there.
That's no problem. You managed to make your way back, unlost.
Yeah.
And because I genuinely forgot about the rope until I realised you had tied the rope. So you were going now we're going to get lost. So you make your way back. Everything seems to be fine. No disturbances. 15 was your perception, your passive perception, yeah? Right. Cool.
Yeah. You feel like you don't believe me.
Well, there's a reason. As you get closer to camp, you feel like someone's watching you.
Right.
You don't know what it is, but something's watching you.
Yes, Ronan feels like something is watching him.
Thanks, Ronan.
Nothing is watching you.
Bring it up to us.
As you have a look about, there's nothing you can really see, and there's a lot of creatures down here as you start to hear creatures waking up. But it's not dangerous, it's just unnerving.
I'm just going to go back to the camp and just sort of spend the rest of the watch just, looking out.
Yep. So, at this point, everyone can take the long rest.
Yeah,
Which is so badly needed at this point. And we will start the day with our Sir Janice de Grande walking up to Nyla, giving us a big bang with the war gong.
Yeah.
Nyla wakes up.
What was that?
That was us getting even. We're good now.
Acid bomb.
I am going to
Acid bomb.
I'm just kidding.
I'm going to turn to Janice and go, "You're an idiot."
That may be the case, but I'm a happy idiot.
Just think about your surroundings. Think about your surroundings.
Writing this in my book.
I am aware of the risk, but I feel good.
I'm happy while
I
I'm
needed
fucking watched. I'm quite certain we are being watched. And now you've just gone and revealed our location.
I think everyone heard
So let
that.
me get this straight, Ronan. We're being watched. If that's the case, they already know where we are.
But
Don't make me to be the dumb one here.
We're being watched because you gave away our location. Now they're watching us.
do we run? Do we?
Where are we
what do we
going
do?
to, guys? We have a location in mind. We should just keep moving.
But won't it just
There's a
follow
location.
us?
Where's the location? Just down there.
Guys, as you wake up, you feel horrible. Absolutely terrible. It's almost as if you didn't get any sleep at all. You have an exhaustion point.
Do I still get the long rest? Or
You get the
should
long
I-
rest and all that, but you're exhausted. You didn't
Okay.
sleep well last night.
Okay. Where is that in the? Okay, partner exhaustion. Is it level 1 or is it just a?
It's
point
just the
exhaustion?
level 1.
Okay.
Horrible night's
Fun.
sleep. However, the rest of the day is yours.
Yeah. I don't think I slept that well.
How come?
Uh,
Maybe you need some tea.
I don't really think that the canopy really agrees with me. I mean, it's nice and all, but yeah, definitely not my kind of cup of tea.
Nettle
Can we-
tea?
Can we leave now?
I'm pretty sure you can make acid tea with those bombs you made.
We
I
are
haven't had
trying
any
to
made that
leave.
joke, but I don't know.
So, with your instant passive perception as you wake up, Ralph, you notice that there is a rope leading from from what was your cell all the way out into the middle of the
This
forest
wasn't
area
here
around
when I
a big,
went to
huge
sleep.
trunk. It is very unnerving.
Ralph,
You're not
just
sure
gonna
how,
stop
but somehow
pulling on
Why
the
am
rope.
I on a lead? He's been
Ralph,
taking me for a
the
walk.
rope is still tied round myself. Like, this one here when I went. Did you all have the good sense to take a buddy with you on the watches through the night, or did you all just do it by yourselves?
Well, I did it by myself, and
Yeah, me too.
Same.
I take the next because I had that sense. I smelled something really familiar. I'm pretty sure it's my Lady Avril. I'm pretty sure she's down where that rope is.
Didn't she
Are you
die?
sure?
Right, just before, Gaz, you can speak in a moment, but just going forward, can you please, now I mentioned before about you hurling yourself into the jaws of death at every given opportunity. Perhaps next time that you are going to watch it now in an incredibly dangerous location, you wake somebody else up. Because then, if something happens, for example, if you miss the danger and they drag you off, then at least we know which way to run to save you. Or maybe tie a rope to somebody or ring a bell. Why am I telling you? Is this your first time existing in this planet? What is going on?
Why do you have a rope
Ralph is
attached to
just no
you?
fucks given the day, is
Why?
it? He's-
Why?
Ralph is confused. No, you should have known better. You're a ranger. You understand this.
Hey.
You think your lady love is down the bottom of this tree.
Here, Ralph,
Well,
have
check
some
your
tea.
head injuries. I'm going to do a medicine check on every single one of you because you've always been knocked in the head too often.
Well, funnily enough, with your passive perception, you do
Funnily enough-
notice that there's a bit of a bruising on Ronan's ribs from where he fell last night. So, although you wouldn't know the exact circumstances of that, you just know he's bruised.
Well, what I say
do you
to
know
the was, well, because you
What's
people
going
have
on?
been so keen to injure yourself, I'm starting to notice what the injuries are because you do them so often. Oh, that
I
means
bit
that
my
he's.
tongue. I bit my tongue.
You tasted the
Yeah.
acid, I understand that. We're going to look at Janice for a moment. Just, Janice, you look haunted by lost love, so I'm going to assume that you had the boss of
That's not
your
canon.
lady
You do
friend.
not know that. That is not happening. There's no way you
You
would
look
know
like
that.
you've been wandering the woods.
Even with a stupid passive perception that you have, there's no way.
I don't actually, my passive
Yeah,
insight
passive
is very
insight,
high.
however, that's what I meant. Sorry.
Yeah. Right, okay. Maybe I just felt left out. I feel like I got a good night's sleep. In the future, please wake me up and I will help you with your watch. Ronan, do you want to go deeper into the canopy and risk death because you think your girlfriend is down there? Then by all means, let's go for it. Fuck it, who cares?
I'm certain I smelt a lot. I'm sure I smelt her while I was doing my watch. And I
Ronan.
I'm
did
going to
tie a rope
stop
to you.
pulling the
Ronan.
rope back.
I'm just
Did
gonna
you say
start-
you
Is that you press button Ralph forward like, could you pull
I'm going to stop pulling it back so away from where it was.
You're about 25 foot before it runs. You see the end of it come round the corner from where it was got last. It's not too
Ronan,
far
did
away.
you say you could?
There's a good chance you might find it. However, it was dark.
Ronan, you said you could smell her last night.
I did, yeah. Can I start smell again so I can skip the smell again?
She must have a strong smell if you could smell it this far away.
Ronan, I'm saying this with all the respect I can muster. I think there's something going on here. I smelled something last night too. And I think Daphne is having a bit of a giggle.
It's good. It's just David just trying to hold it together, just trying to deliver these lines in all earnestness.
David is a professional.
You can see the
You are
cracks.
professional. Ronan, I
Professional.
understand that you smelled something there. I know what you went through. I smelt it too. But what I smelt was it couldn't possibly be here. I think there's something dangerous down there and it's trying to pull you in.
I'm gonna look back and remember.
There's something fishy about all this.
You could do this in purpose, David.
I was doing so well.
He was holding his eyes to such an extent that it became completely expressionless.
You had me,
Like,
David. You had me there. You had me till fishy.
With complete earnestness.
You told me,
I swear to God that smell. It
You
must be
told me
something
something.
trying to bring us to it.
I'm going to look at my hand and all you'll see this white acid, white good going. I'm going to have acid going.
Oh God Almighty!
This has been
Oh,
a very gassy
I mean,
night.
fluidy kind of episode. Just kind of gassy, smelly, fluidy, sticky episode.
Oh,
Which, this is the name of the episode. Gassy, fluidy, sticky episode.
Yeah, we'll get.
To be fair, it did start with a dying gape.
Okay, that's correct.
It's not called that. Doesn't
Not
sound good
canon.
at all.
That's not canon.
It is upsetting. It is canon, no matter what you say. You're merely the god of the world. You have no say in what you do.
I have no say in what you do.
We will go far. Like he will sing the bard will sing the tale of us defeating the gape.
Scott was literally talking about the fact that how Critical Role is almost scripted. So you call this fucking scripted? Honestly, you think it's scripted this shit? Anyway,
it's good a writer.
Yeah.
Right. So Ronan, shall we try and? So you smell something. Shall we climb down there into a
Could you
show?
imagine trying to actually script
This-
this?
oh no, I've got.
I
plot-
don't
You
get it.
could write a script, and I guarantee within page 1 we'd have deviated and forgot where the
Yeah,
script.
this is nothing to do. I could write a script and it'd be totally different to this. I wouldn't even sure it'd be in the same world. Anyway,
Imagine me trying to remember a script.
yes, exactly. However,
Most of my good ideas come from just on the spot, so just
From
miss-
here.
improv is amazing.
Well, hold on a second.
I'm all-
Actually,
I'm all for it, guys. But
Ronan, hold on a second. I'm such a fool. I forgot. Do you think that your lady love might be alive?
I sincerely hope so.
Right. Describe it to me in great detail, including the name and any personal thing you can tell me, and I can use a send message to see if she's still alive.
Send a
Oh,
message.
good thinking.
I'm going to,
I forgot that I have this ability, which is incredibly useful. I was trying to summon the monster, but I can actually just do this.
What if she's dead? Can you not send it?
If it
It
will
comes
fail.
back to you.
Effectively.
It can only fail in 2
If she's
ways.
enough, she just won't reply.
I can send this across planes. There's a slight chance of failure. However, if she's within this world, it will reach her unless she's behind some kind of magic barrier which prevents it. In which case, I believe I would feel that it could not reach her, as opposed to it didn't because she's dead.
sending,
The
right?
Iron
Yeah.
Oak.
Sending, yeah.
Deny an oak not be a barrier. Does your magic work? Exactly.
Shut up!
Hey,
Look at the
Is that
teachers
an
make it
oak
fail.
magical though?
I mean, it can go across planes, so I don't see how a tree could stop it, unless the trees are inherently magical and have been known to stop magic. But I mean, they don't stop magic, they're just fucking hard trees. But I mean, it's also Richard's world. You're like, fuck you, they are magic. They specifically stopped sending, actually.
That's what the trees were made for.
Now Sally said
The
it.
tree cast the spell.
Yes.
You can certainly try.
Oh no. You have to get a
but-
nat 20 to send it.
I send it either it fails or it doesn't. That's it.
No.
So 25.
You don't have to
25
roll
words.
for
So
sending,
what
do
are you
you?
saying if you're sending? No, you don't. You don't need to roll for sending.
It's got to describe
No,
that.
it's not an attack roll. It's
It
just
does
a
use up
Yeah, I thought so.
it's a third level spell, yeah.
I am not
I
going to
think so.
describe her to you. I'm actually going to send you the note that I was looking over. I'm going to send you a message actually.
Yeah, personal. If you've got a personality of us, that makes it even better.
Yes, this is true. Yeah.
I'm not going to tell.
He's gonna pull out like her head or something. Try using this.
Oh, that's not going to work.
Well, the message is going to be short range.
No, it's just a toe. That's got on the necklace.
Oh god,
This was all that was left of her.
this is what she looks like
Funny
now.
feeling sending wouldn't work if he was to pull the head out. However,
Ask
Got a
the
big
picture.
Oh, we're dead. We can do that.
Yeah.
Like, what killed you? It was Ronan. Okay, right.
Ronan's a big bad, yeah. However,
The troll
yeah.
talks.
So Ronan, what are you giving? Are you giving a description as well?
As I
Yeah.
he has literally sent me the letter, so I'm just reading it.
Cool. Also, if you're
Oh,
doing a
okay.
description which will help in this circumstance, make me a performance check, just for shits and giggles.
Okay. I'm not saying the description out loud. It's a letter I wrote.
Janice laid out a sick beat for him to perform this, and I'll give him guidance.
Bow, 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 bow.
You do a decent enough job. What's the description of her then, Ronan?
You want me to read it out?
Yeah.
Okay, fine. I'll read
Or
it.
you could read the poem if you want.
Yeah.
What does she smell like?
I'll just do it.
Right.
What I wrote is, Lady Apple, fair maiden that she is, her smile, radiance, and beauty is bliss. Fiery hair is red as the rose, long and tied, usually with a bow. Her long neck hung a gold necklace, gift her father within a picture of her mother. Her body, with skin so soft caresses, by the wearing of soft silk cloth. The cloth she wore, her elegance was shown. The silk dresses she loved to wear made all the others stare, for she is a fair maiden with stunning beauty. Anyone be lucky to have her. She is my love, my lady, my Avril.
Oh, that's lovely, Jim.
Love that.
We'll get that written up fancy and we'll put that in the Instagram.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Um,
That's really nice, man. I
Yeah,
mean,
that's
he
lovely.
sent me that and I'm going, oh, I get to play this lady. Maybe.
Okay,
So-
so basically, this is a quote you wrote about her, and do you have an item that belonged to her? Because this belonged to you. You wrote this.
You do have,
You had
I
some
think we described,
class.
you do have a bit of the last dress she was wearing because when she
Yeah,
was pulling
I
it,
have. I take it off my arm
Yeah.
and just give it. I always have it on my arm.
that's right.
Okay, cool, right. So you give me that, and I think I actually forget whether sending's got like a
25
casting time in it.
25 letters, 25 words, sorry, 25 letters would be really bad.
Imagine.
25 letters, Jesus. Okay, let me just make sure I have.
Yep, short message of 25
on.
words, goes across distances, enables a creature with intelligence.
We'll
score
do
of
the
at least
thing
one
they
to
do on
understand
that
the meaning.
program that we like.
Yep. Cool. Yep. Okay. Greetings. I'm here with your love, Ronan. We wish to know if you're alive and where you are. What killed you? Where are you? Nice to meet you. My name is Cremana Folada
That's it.
Gralaka
Yeah.
Ralph.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
done. You've
Just as you were getting
got
to
it.
it, you didn't get any of your name at all. Okay.
Oh my.
I think
It
Yeah,
is.
David dropped it. That's okay. So,
Hello.
it happened. Yeah, you're back, mate. That's fine. Our good
Guess
friend
who's
has
back?
just sent the message.
Yeah.
Couple of minutes
She-
past.
Don't
How long are you willing to wait for a response?
Well, I mean, we can keep walking. I'll get it when I get it. I mean, I don't have to do anything. The
Yeah,
spell
okay.
just goes. It's like
Yeah,
it's basically I'm leaving my mobile on. So yeah.
Okay. So, yep. Half an hour passes. There's no response.
could
I would know if it's failed or not.
You would.
So does it feel like the spell is just kind of working its way looking for her, or does it feel like it is?
Make me an Arcana check.
Damn it.
Ooh.
Sweet lady, get me this account check.
Are you going to use your D8 for the Arcana check?
Oh damn!
Nope, because I just scored the 24 without it.
Ooh.
Okay.
Oh shit, nice one.
I'm really good with this spell, apparently. This is the first time I've
I'm
used
good
it.
with this.
I certainly am.
So,
Rachel, do my accent again.
No.
it's clipped, don't worry. We'll clip that as well. It's either that, we put that up, or we put your burp up. It's one of the two.
Oh, my constant snorting when I laugh. I'm so sorry, guys.
Don't just say
we will-
my name
we
is
will-
Cremana
Yeah.
Falada Gralaka Ralph. Do
We
it, do
will-
it, do it.
No.
Ah,
We will get back.
too much pressure.
We will get back to that with the
Okay.
message as you're walking. But however, survival checks from Sir Janice and our good ranger, or you
Do
can,
I wanna-
or one you can take advantage if you wish, which doesn't matter because we're now going off average.
That one.
Guys, we can do it.
I'm not. I'm going to say that I can't do that because I'm concentrating on the spell.
Yes,
Not,
yeah, I will
not,
say that.
You know, not the
I'm
actual.
sure the advantage, or
Not mechanically,
No, you're not
but-
getting an advantage. So Janice decided to roll a nat one to scupper your. It's a long slog of a day. It's humid.
Oh.
It's really,
You're
really
welcome.
warm. It's about an hour. It's even if it's almost affecting your magnetic field of figuring out where north is. You don't know what it is. You're making your way through. It's a long slog. 1 hour turns into 2. 2 hours turn into 3. Is there anything you're wanting to do on this journey while you're walking through?
Can I find
Can
some
we
more
find
acid?
food?
No.
We went two completely
You
different.
find several vials of acid just sitting out, easy to pick up.
Yeah. There is no.
Just lined across.
There is
Yeah.
no acid here.
It's much easier.
No, if I find
you-
some, I'll find some.
Okay.
But I won't go
Any
looking for
food?
any.
What are you doing, Daphne?
Looking for food.
That's a shout. Give me a survival check. You know.
Okay.
Gaz, you doing anything?
I would like to go over to Ronan and say, Ronan, with the utmost respect, I also am pretty good at communing with people. I was wondering if I might be able to try and use your Lady of Love's dress as well, to try and commune with her.
Can I use your lady's dress, please?
I'm going to come around and say,
Yes, this is not a full dress. This is part of the dress.
yeah, I don't think it'll look good on you, but yeah, of course, if I can find a dress or her one of her dresses.
No, I know it's just
He's going to sniff it from time to time just to get.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I miss your laugh.
Forget that sweet,
This is madness.
I miss your
What are
musk.
you gonna use it for, guys? I
must
mean,
be
are you
near you.
feeling lonely?
Well,
Well, actually, we could actually put this down to exhaustion. To be fair, so.
Oh my god.
Anyway, Ronan, you were saying.
This episode
Well,
is so random.
go.
It is.
Find a way to commune, then by all means, it'll be a big help.
Thanks, man. If Ralph's done with it, or when Ralph's done with it, I'll ask for it.
Well, you'll be done with
Just want
it.
to be clear,
as soon
I've
as you
used the spell entirely. This is back. Again, it's back to
Ronan
Ronan.
will
This is
have it
important
back.
to him.
Yeah, he only needs it
Okay.
Yes.
to cast. So
No, at this point in time, Ralph is just prancing around holding it to the front of his chest like a mini dress.
It's a bow tie.
I'm so pretty.
yeah, he will give it back to Ronan. Oh,
I'm the prettiest model in the whole world.
Okay. I'll reach out for it from Ronan.
Okay, and
I'm not particularly
what
fond of
are you
women.
doing to commune, so to speak?
Oh, nothing right now. I'm just gonna rip a part off of it, and I'm just gonna pocket it, and then I'm gonna hand it back to Ronan.
Are you making this known?
Yeah.
Right.
See that thing that you love with all your heart. I'm just gonna rip it apart and then give you back the small piece. Is that okay? Without even thinking to ask
Yeah,
you
Ronan,
first.
how do
Maybe ask permission, guys.
Yeah, Ronan, how do you
And then
feel?
just sneeze into it and ass with it. And
Yeah, that's fair. I don't think you would take kindly to it either, Ronan.
I'm not going to take too kind to us.
I thought you said I could use it to commune with her. It's okay.
He gives you the bigger bit back.
love that so much.
When you
I
give
am
it, gives you the
going to-
little tiny
I
bit.
am going to take it. I'm going to control my anger.
Right.
It's
Yeah,
just
that
like, let me just get this. There we go.
actually that kind of fits in with the roles you were doing for survival. This is probably one of the reasons why it's taking you as long to do as you do.
Yeah.
But like
I
I
am
say, after about 4 or 5 hours, you're a bit tired, so you could probably take a short rest at this point. Don't worry, it's not for rules purposes. It's just certainly just you've been walking for 5
I
hours.
remember acid drain.
Yeah. No,
Have we been
there's
seeing any?
Although
Have we been
funnily
seeing any
enough-
signs of life?
or funnily enough, while you're walking and you stop for a short rest, if Nyla and no, actually just Nyla, if you can make a perception check, because everyone else has been busy during this walk. Daphne, your hunt for food is very much fruitful. In fact, you've found something. They look like gooseberries that are
Hey.
hanging off one of the branches. They're
Oh,
very white,
yeah.
very plump, and very juicy.
I got an 8.
Okay.
Does anybody know if we can eat these?
Well, yeah, there's a simple trick you could do to see if things are poisonous. If you score your arm and then you rub it against it, if it goes red, then it means it is poison. Or you can just eat it and see what happens, but I don't recommend that.
Okay.
Inspire
Milgram, you
yourself.
hungry?
Oh, Milgram, yeah, Milgram's immune to poison. Let's use this. Milgram into his mouth.
Aye, I
So
suppose
Jonas,
I could.
have
He
this.
picks one and swallows it whole. I will do
Face
rolls.
melts.
I will do rolls for him later. Aye, these are actually not too bad as he starts eating
I
some raw.
start,
Yeah,
I start bleeding. Yeah.
No, it's actually something different. However, yeah. So he starts eating them. He eats about 4 or 5, and then that's all that's really on the branch. But if you wish to take more, you certainly can.
Take a few. Ralph will grab some and just kind of put them aside, and he's gonna. You could probably test this with the alchemy. We can roll some. I have some jerky if you're really hungry.
Oh, I didn't think that was an option. Checking it with the alchemical thing.
I mean, this could be useful. I'm so glad that she makes full use of her abilities.
Yeah. That's actually a good idea coming for Ralph. I hate it.
I refuse to eat them
I refuse to eat these. He throws them down on the ground.
Let me just have a look.
Anyhow, so as you start to set up a little camp just to rest for a couple of things, Gaz, were you doing anything he's doing anything while you're waiting?
I'm finding other people's trinkets and loved things and just smashing them into the ground.
Smash them into a fine paste.
Gaz doesn't know what he's never had an item from home that he's had any. Sorry, I don't know. I don't need to.
Yeah.
I don't know what to explain.
Nothing sentimental.
He has nothing sentimental, and he doesn't know what sentiment really means. So
yeah.
I guess
these are just things and stuff.
Yeah, they're basically just things.
Yeah, why would you care about a thing?
Because it's a stuff. Duh.
Things and stuff and things.
Exactly.
What's the difference?
So
Janice, I also have mendings. I can fix it.
So Janice de Grande, are you doing anything on this short rest?
Very good question.
A spell apparently with his wand. Bippity boppity.
Oh, that's not. Well, it is a wand, but a different type of wand. However, this seems to be the way this episode has been going.
I'm in the wrong conversation. See you
You're in the wrong stream, is what we are. Jesus Christ! This is probably. You know how I said this is probably not going to be the least. This is going to be the least watched episode. Take that back. I think this is going to be probably the most famous, simply because of everything that's happened. However,
in years to come, this is when they'll go back to and say, "This is when it all went wrong."
Yeah, this is where we get cancelled.
This is where it went wrong.
Yeah. Anyway, so Janice.
Yeah, as this is going on, as we're taking a short rest, I'm just going to pull out my loot and just check that it's still in tune because it's effectively been untouched since I came out of that the jail cell that you've actually all met me in.
Yeah.
So
you do the.
Needless to say, it's been
You kind of strum it. It sounds like Dave Lister's guitar from Red Dwarf, and you go, it's perfect in tune. It is well out of tune. So you start to tune your loot. That's fine. Ronan, you doing anything at this point?
Yeah, you do.
Euphemism.
Yeah. Strumming on his loot. You know, there's been. I was going to say a joke, but I'm not going to say on stream.
Furiously
Get
tuning that loot for the last 15 minutes.
Yeah, I will say a joke off of stream. There is a joke I
my
want to say, but I don't want to get cancelled. However, Ronan.
I'm going to take the time to actually oil down my bow.
That's absolutely fine.
Yeah, baby.
Yeah, this is Sally's worst nightmare, is what this is.
Or it's her greatest.
Yeah. No, this is her worst nightmare. She'll not be able to breathe because of all the laughing. Nyla, are you? Oh, Nyla, you had your perception check, didn't you? And you did really bad. Yeah,
I was going to sing in Elvish and throw things at Sir Janice.
Yeah, that's fine.
Nice.
As you tuning know, that's fine. Ralph, are you? Oh no, actually, we'll come to you in a minute because we're coming up to the end of the stream and it's important. Daphne, are you doing anything other than rolling around the ground on laughter?
They keep saying things that sound like wank.
Hank.
I keep doing. I'm going to do the arm thing that Ralph suggested to test if the.
Oh yeah, you take off one of your braces and you start to do it. That's fine. Melgrim is looking far off into the distance, just.
Oh no, he's spaced out.
And how? He is in a different plane.
Ralph, can you connect to him because we can't? He is now no longer with us.
I'm going to say, nudge around, but now would be a perfect time to toss him off this tree. He doesn't see us coming. We could just
for all the Melgrim stands as well. Jesus, for all the Melgrim stands, that's a shame.
Oh, no,
he died.
Ralph.
Oh, anyway,
actually, no, Gaz, what are you doing? I feel this is a
Gaz would, I think, like to take out the the repetitive dress that he had, and he's just going to try and whisper, "Hello? Are you there? Are you there on the other side?"
Animal, are you doing this stealthily?
We're all
Gaz?
right next to each
No,
other.
this is
so
my point.
we're
This is my
watching
point. If he's doing this quietly and whispering, they will need to do a.
If he goes behind the
stealth check.
tree with that bit of fabric, then Ronan's going to go off his knee.
It's gonna come out sticky.
Oh my god. Or smelling of shit. You don't know. He may be away for a shit. However,
I'll press the digitation in the world to get the stains out.
that would take a. I would actually ask you to make use a spell
Broken
slot for that,
Janus.
at least level 2. However,
I thought Leon was going to break into song and sing Adele there.
so
I did as
Gaz,
No.
are
Oh,
you
no, I was
just whispering? Is
thinking
everyone able to
Lionel
hear, or are you
Richie,
doing this in private?
Just doing this out in the open.
Okay. So, are you talking to your patron, so to speak?
No, I'm trying to commune with.
As Gaz is doing this, I'm going to put my hand on the shoulder and say, I hope you found what you're looking for. Sweet Lady Gammon, this.
Fucking
So whatever
clerics.
the hell he's doing. I don't know what he's up to with guidance. Like, I really care about this
commune.
guy.
Yes, you're gonna. What was it? Basically, summon undead. Or you
I
can
may
commune
actually have a
with.
spell for this.
No,
I do.
I was gonna say, yeah. I'm just looking
So-
at it now.
There is a spell. I didn't choose it. Never mind.
All right. So, yeah,
Never
that's,
mind.
it's not happening. You're just talking to this
I
piece of
used to do
cloth now you've been given. Almost feel as if it's
He's taken the
sentimental.
cloth, ripped it apart, and
I
then
won't-
like, oh, I thought the spell for this so well.
If I can have this add up to anything, if I cast summon undead later on, this is me just like
Not a bad idea,
preparing
to be
for
fair.
it.
I mean, if you cast someone undead, then you might know if they're dead.
yeah. I'm basically I don't know if I want to do this in front of the other guys.
I'm interested to see what Melgrim's reaction is to you casting summon undead. He fell out with me for healing people. But you're like, I'm going to bring back the corpse of
Listen,
Ronan's
you can do
lady
anything
love.
to Melgrim right now. Melgrim is away. He's gone. He is 5 Mile High. He is gangster tripping, motherfucker. He's on cloud 99.
I
In
don't
that
think
case-
I'm gonna.
99.
I don't think I'm gonna use the summon undead until I need it in combat.
Okay, so you're not going to do that.
No.
That's fair. Okay, so you take the time. Ralph,
Yo.
what are you doing while you're waiting on this spell, this sending come back? If at all?
After kind of all our shenanigans and fuckery, I sit down as everyone's having a rest, and I think about the sending spell, and I just kind of like send out whatever kind of arcane energy or whatever kind of spiritual energy I have to send out to see whether or not it's failed. So just like one last kind of like thought into it, so like, right, I should have something back, anything by this point.
So here's the
and
thing.
I'm just going to sit there and holding up symbols.
So here's the thing. It has failed. However, it did connect.
That doesn't make any sense.
You know this. It did connect. Failed because they didn't reply.
Right, okay.
But I could, because I was going to make it more cryptic, but it was such a damn good Arcana roll.
You phone who this?
It connected. They just didn't reply, so it failed.
Right, I'm going to go and get Ronan, and it's like, yeah, Ronan.
Are you doing this in private?
I'm going to go 10, 15 feet away from the group. Ronan, spell I sent. Now, without going into the technicalities of how spells work, I would know whether it is connected or it has failed. It is fairly complex, but I would have an understanding. There's only one other thing that happens, is that the person chooses not to reply. Now, they would know who I was, I explained who you were, I said your name, and they chose not to reply to me. So, there's a possibility, but it's not a possibility, it looks like she's alive, but she's either unable to communicate, or she is unwilling to communicate. But I cannot help you any further than this. I can try again another time, perhaps when
Would
You
that
might change.
allow you to pinpoint where she is?
It does not tell me that. No, it can reach across the
I'm
entire
going to
world.
go up to Ralph and give him a bit of a hug and say, "Thank you. You give me a bit of hope."
Rose, don't touch me. No, I'll put my arm around and say, I'm sorry that I could not get you the answer that you were looking for, but at least you understand that there's something there.
Mm.
Your hope is your search is not completely in vain.
Thank you.
Make me a wisdom save, Ronan.
I refuse. I don't need to.
Ronan. Insight chance.
You should have been saying, Raph is lying. She is dead.
Oh, 20. I got 20.
Sorry, I should have said with disadvantage. Sorry.
Don't roll you. Right, okay then. What's the...
That makes sense. Given the
Also,
information you know now, and that she's alive, you've just walked away from her.
crikey. We need to go back.
But
Well, we don't know for certain where she is. Have you walked away or is she at great distance? If she was simply wandering around down there, she'd have answered. It makes more sense that she is somewhere where she is unwilling to answer or unable. Perhaps she's under some kind of duress. Perhaps she does not know who she is.
With message, when you replied, you have to actually speak.
It's DM's choice, but I mean, basically the message goes in our head and she can just think the message back, but she doesn't have to say it.
I was thinking, how could you not say it?
I'm thinking back to when I was captured. I was always told to speak. I would say to Ralph, "Do you remember when you first found me? I was captured hanging on nets. I was forced to threaten you guys." Maybe she's in a similar situation where if she speaks, she'll be threatened or harmed worse than she is now.
Oh, wait.
What if she doesn't need to speak?
Hmm.
If she doesn't need to speak, that doesn't...
If you allow me 24 more hours, I have another spell that I can use, which I forgot existed until this moment. I've got the seer thing. I can do that as well. I didn't think it today, though. I never thought to do that. That'd have been more useful now I think about it, but at the time I didn't think about it. Shit, let me just think real hard about how this spell works. Talk amongst yourselves. I'll be back in a moment. Let's see.
I forgot to talk with my lisp, so
Yeah, that's fine. You will have to be doing that the next session.
Yeah, that's cool.
With that, with that revelation, I think we'll end the session there, people. Thankfully, mercifully.
Shut up, you enjoy it when we get mental.
That's the craziest we've ever been so far.
That simulation was really fun.
So you're telling me that's what we have to beat next week?
Yeah.
Oh, we've broken him.
Scott's never taken a holiday again, is what I said. We are at the end of the stream. For anyone who decided to stay around, thank you very much. We appreciate and
more
love...
importantly, why?
I don't know how you stayed around for this long, but thanks.
We appreciate and love every single one of these 11 people, even though half of them are us watching. As anyone watching on VOD or on YouTube, again, might as well say it for future use. I genuinely thank you. This isn't our usual kind of stream. It's one of these ones that's a bit weird. However, stressed, burnt out, and then having to deal with all these lot, and then doing the stream as well is it's really taking its toll on me. However, but we are now at the end of the stream of another exciting episode of the World of Feloria, which is not Mutant Year Zero Episode 5 Run Gunner Talk, which will be changed in a later date. However, we will go round the group again and say to our good friend Sir Janice de Grande, or otherwise known as David. David, do you got anything you want to plug, my friend?
I want to plug making sure that you tune in next week so that you can see exactly where we go in this direction to find out how me and Nyla managed to aggravate each other any further at this point.
I think it's just going to be one of those things now.
It feels like that. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that.
Me too.
And
It's
also
going
to
to be
see
funny.
who next tries
Just
to
sitting-
use and who next tries to use Ralph as some sort of effectively a weight as they try to rope around him.
Not a bad idea.
Also tune in for the other games that we've got going on Mondays and Wednesdays. Just any time that there's games on, I recommend.
Although
just tune in.
We
It
will
gets
say
more
it's every
crazy.
other Wednesday. Wednesday Vampire is
Every
not
other
this.
Wednesday.
That is not tomorrow, but the next Wednesday. It's on every other Wednesday with a good few of our players here. In fact, I think Sally, Rach, Jim, and Scott as well. Actually, to be fair. But speaking of Jim, have you got anything you want to plug before we begin?
Yeah.
Before we begin.
Plug the Unlock Paranormal group if you like your paranormal stuff, just come along. Search us on Unlock Paranormal on YouTube, all the Facebook, YouTube, all the social media stuff. So.
Yeah, of course. Social media stuff and all that. We love that kind of stuff.
And also, one last thing. To plug, say thanks for letting us have fun in your wonderful world of Florium, Richard.
Oh, God. yeah.
We love to screw you over sometimes. It's great.
Good God. Yeah. Thanks for that, man. Hey, it's all good. It's all good. It's all a good laugh. It's fun. It's probably going to be the most viewed episode, and I'm going to hate it for it. So,
by the way, I'm wrong. I don't have Scry yet. I was
a shame. However, we could have found.
So what you're telling me is that you lied to him.
I will have it in the future, but yeah, I misread that. It was actually the locate object spell that I remembered looking at, and it only works within 1,000 feet. So that's not good.
Yeah, obviously, as Lady loves an object.
Yeah.
An object of desire.
There we go. It turns out Ralph is a sexist.
Wow.
Well.
So yeah,
Like that locate object, locate certain item that person has.
It could, but only she's within 1,000 feet of me.
Yeah.
She might not be wearing it either.
However, Lee, you got anything you want to promote, my man?
Please look us up on Sanity Check Gaming on Instagram. Me and Rachel are doing that. We'll be putting up any nerdy stuff that the group does. Or any poems at the right. Yep, Legos, cosplay. Richard will be doing some painting of minis. Leon does shirtless pics.
40k stuff.
Sally does.
Sally's just a big ball of sunshine that she is, laughing at all the innuendos.
Yeah.
We're giving innuendos until you started laughing.
I know.
Sally should just do TikTok videos for us.
She should do, actually, yeah. She should be in charge of her.
Yeah, David is David. Leon, or Napoleon Gold as he's known, is he got anything to promote, my friend?
My OnlyFans? No.
Yeah, his OnlyFans, yeah. He is the eye candy of the group.
That's how you can afford your own flat.
I'm on the verge. So
I won't get Scry until I'm level 9, by the way, so we'll ways away if he gets Scry.
Yeah, and not only that, I mean, he obviously has an OnlyFans.
Spell?
I mean, he's got the camera set up in his bedroom, ladies. I mean, you know.
With the mirror facing
With the
you.
mirror.
Yeah.
Not just that one, but the one in the ceiling as well.
Yeah.
This isn't a bedroom. This is just like this another part in IKEA I've broken in.
Yeah, he lives in IKEA.
Almost looks like an
Actually,
IKEA background.
It does look like a weird background,
It
but
does.
actually he's moved through it.
Yeah.
I don't know what's. Yeah, it's like.
And look, it goes through the. It's just weird.
The mirror
With
effect
the mirror,
is. I'm more impressed with the mirror effect. Is particular genius. However, but yeah, like to say, see Napoleon Gold if he ever tries to do streaming on anything as well. We should probably mention that if he is, because he is on.
Oh, Fluffgar, our moderator in chat, she's great. Follow her. Just type Fluffgar to Google, you'll find her. Like she's easy to find. Buy our offer, give her money.
As well
Genius.
as Rach, have you got anything for to promote or anything?
Not really. Just check out future Instagram posts, which I will attempt to actually do. Hopefully.
Yeah.
Good talk. Yeah.
Obviously, Marie, Fluffcar. If you haven't seen our stuff, there is on Instagram, yes, a picture she's done.
Hopefully we'll get more of our
Yes,
stuff
I
up.
did
Yeah.
tweet out. I can't wait to get more of the stuff out. However, Mary does. She's very busy, so she can't just
Yeah,
make
she's a
art
busy
for
lady.
us.
I mean,
Yeah.
we don't want to really stress her out like we've stressed me out.
Yeah,
so.
well, she did my mutant character on there, which is amazing.
Yes, very much so. And she's also doing mine. But you know, take your time, Mary.
I mean, I'm really looking forward to get my picture of Ralph. I'm very excited about this, but I've not even sent her a description of what I want Ralph to look like. So she's.
I'm looking forward to all your
I
DVD
was waiting
portraits.
for to finish all the mutant ones first.
I'm gonna give her money so she does mine first.
Ha.
I already paid her.
And last but not least, the living ball of sunshine that is our channel. Sally, have you got anything to promote?
The only thing I've got to promote is my Glasgow by Night for the vampire stream thingy. And hopefully for about 2, maybe 3 weeks it'll be up and live and you'll be able to listen.
It's YouTube, isn't it? It's YouTube only. It's not on Twitch, is it?
No, it's not on Twitch. It's on YouTube
only.
Instagram.
Because they don't do it live.
Yeah, we will also promote the hell out of that because again, we are. I'm sure most of us here are fans of Vampire the Masquerade.
We did also half-ass our promotions of this tonight. We didn't tweet out or Instagram or nothing. We really did half-ass it.
Yeah, well, to be fair, again, well, I am not doing this again.
Richard was freaking out, guys. Like seriously, he was like, "Woo!" And we were not helping at all.
Fair, I've got a pretty
really
good setup. I have, if you can see in my glasses, I've got 2 monitors. I probably need a third to be able to do what he's doing as well, on top of running the game. However, but again, thank you very much for coming and watching us on World of Felorium. We are going to raid someone. I think this is how you do it, so let's try this. Oh, well, it doesn't matter. This channel has a follower or subscriber only chat. Hopefully that is done. And we'll see you later.
Bye, guys. Come on back.